Good morning. And welcome to King of the Deadlifts. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. I am not the most technologically savvy person here, but we figured it out. Thanks to Jan the man. He got me all situated. Welcome, welcome. We're getting ready. It looks like we're going to start with some of our ladies lifting very soon. So our ladies lifting, we start at our women weighing under 148 start at 125 pounds. Our women weighing 148 and above are at 150. We have a couple people in the back getting in their last few warm-ups. This is going to be an awesome meet. You've got Alex here yapping at you. We've got Gabby with me too. Looks like we have one of the Jordans joining us as well. It's Jordan squared. All right. We're going to give it just another couple minutes, and we'll be back when we see our first lifter hit the platform. All righty, friends. It looks like we are off to the races. You'll hear in the background we have Mike Perkins, who is out there announcing for the crowd in his spectacular sparkly jacket.
He's always really jazzed up out there, Alex. All right, bars loaded for our first lifter.
And here we have Darlene, our first lifter, kicking things off for us. Come on, Darlene.
This should be nice and easy for Darlene.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cake.
Darlene works her butt off in the gym. I see her here all of the time. And not only is she doing this today, but I'm pretty certain that she is competing at Culnan Classic tomorrow.
She is. She is going to be competing tomorrow. I can't wait to see what she does tomorrow.
Oh, she's going to do awesome tomorrow. I can feel it. All right, let's see who we have up next. Now, we also have our live chat going on, so if you want us to give any shout-outs to anyone, any questions about deadlifting in general. So just as we get to the next person, our deadlifting today, although it is just deadlifting, it is being treated just like an actual powerlifting meet. So you're going to see some refs and spotters on the side loading and unloading the bar and making calls as to whether there's lockout, and giving the down command for any lifters. So we are treating this essentially like what some would say is the best part of a powerlifting meet, the deadlift portion.
The meet starts when the deadlifts start.
It's true. So it's essentially the fun part of the meet without the squats and the bench. Who do we have up next? That looks like Angelina up next.
Storming in right from ABC herself.
Here she goes. Let's see if she gets this. Boom! That was easy for her.
That was fast. That was a fast pull. Oh.
I think we're going to see lots of fast pulls to start this off. Lots of warm-up pulls. Lots of lifters warming up on the platform.
I think that's the smart strategy to do too, Alex. You know, if you're going to take some pulls, let them be your warm-ups out there instead of getting tired in the back.
Oh, yeah. And up next we have Sarah.
Ooh, nice
She's a sumo lifter. Looks like a good lift for Sarah. Oh, we're rotating back to Darlene. So you're going to see a lot of our lifters this morning are probably going to skip some lifts because we're going up in 25-pound increments. Boom! Nice and easy for Darlene again. So as we get heavier in weight, I think we're going to start to see more and more lifters coming on out to the platform. I know there are quite a few ladies here who are in the past 300, past 400. Some are even past 500 pounds for their deadlift. So I think we're about to see some really awesome lifting here.
And that's kind of where things start to change between a traditional powerlifting meet and King of the Deadlift, is that you, at a traditional powerlifting meet, you would give your attempts and you go based off of your attempt. This is 25-pound jumps. So if you choose to skip, you still get to go out. You just skip whatever turn until you're ready to go.
Yes. So at a normal powerlifting meet, you'd get 3 attempts on the deadlift. You would put in your opener. Your opener would be a comfy. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I explain, we got to give a huge shout out for Desiree. Desiree, who's one of my lifting buddies. Wow. Woo. You blink and you miss it.
She's going to be pulling something nice and crazy over 300 today, I'm sure.
I can already smell a PR coming from Desiree. Already. I already told her, Coach Destiny, that my spidey sensors are telling me a big PR today for her.
She's been working really hard. She's been working really hard in the gym.
She has absolutely been working hard. That was a nice fast lift, too.
That was big. That was a nice pull.
Oh, yeah. Looks like we're about to see more and more lifters coming on out. Let's see. Being in the back, it looks like, if I had to give a sneaky guess, I think Angelina's about to go out and take her second lift of the day. Here she comes.
All right, nice big pull for Angelina.
Oh, yeah. Nice, easy big pull, too. Woo.
Wow, that was beautiful. And I haven't seen Angelina pull deadlifts before, so this is going to be a
No,
fun
I
treat.
haven't either. I feel like if I would remember correctly from looking at the Instagram page, I think Angelina's first time doing this, and I think, is it her first time powerlifting?
I think it is, which is
Oh
a
my
nice
goodness.
little debut, honestly.
Wait, there might be some gentle nudging to get her to do a full meet at some point.
Oh, we're going to be gentle nudging.
Gentle, emphasis on the gentle. That was a super fast opener, too.
I'm curious to see how many people today we see pull sumo versus pulling conventional.
Yes, I'm also always curious about that when it comes to the deadlifting. I myself am a conventional puller. I have tried sumo. Pretty much every time I try to sumo deadlift, I do every single thing about it wrong. So I've just given up. I'm sticking to my conventional girly lifestyle in terms of deadlifting, and just hoping and working hard to keep adding pounds to that deadlift. What about you, Gabby?
I like conventional pulling. It's what I do when I go out on the platform, but I've been experimenting with the sumo pulls for the last few blocks, and to be honest, they've been a little snappy.
Ooh, speaking of snappy, and speaking of deadlifters, we have Jordan joining us on the third microphone.
Hello, everybody.
There she is.
It sounds a little funky, not gonna lie.
It's a little loud in the
Oh, it's
headphones.
very loud.
Yeah, I might have to get jammed.
Lots of music. Who's going out now? So this is where, all of y'all listening out there, this is where we would love to hear. That was a snappy one, too. We would love to hear you guys type in. So unlike a traditional powerlifting meet where we would have sort of a roster going on, this, because it's just deadlifts, there's no roster here. So if you see somebody that comes up that you know and you want to give them a shout out, you want to make sure we give them a shout out, please put their name into the live chat. We've got that pulled up. That way we can go ahead and give them that shout out. We want to cheer on everybody here. We want to see everybody walk away with a big old PR.
Things are about to start getting spicy
Oh.
now that the weights are starting to get added onto that bar.
Oh yeah, that's a 40, the big plate's a 45 still, right?
Still a 45,
Okay, those
yep.
are still 45s. I know I did see, yesterday I was helping out and I did immediately run away from some 100-pound plates, so.
Yes, those I'm sure will make their way onto the platform when
Oh, yeah.
the men start to get up there, and even the
Oh, yeah.
148 and up women.
Is this sounding?
That was snappy too. We love to see a snappy deadlift. All right, let's see who we have coming up here next. We have Sarah coming up again. I think she's the only lifter. Is she the only one who's pulled sumo so far? No, right? I might be making that up.
No, Haley will also be pulling sumo. I'm not
Okay.
sure if we've seen her yet this morning, but it looks
Okay.
like she is in the wings to come up shortly.
Yep, that
She's
was
a sumo
snappy
puller.
for Sarah too. So Sarah also, she lifts here at ABC. I see her every now and again. Lots of ABC and ABC Iron lifters floating around here today. But lots of lifters also from other gyms. It's awesome to see some lifters who are coming from a little bit far and away than Albany to lift for charity.
And here comes Haley.
Here's Haley.
Oh, I stand corrected. Haley is pulling conventional.
Oh, do we think Haley switched from sumo to conventional, or has she always pulled conventional?
You know, now that I think about it, she might have always pulled conventional, but I think I've seen her a couple times in the gym training.
We've got a shout out to Joanna. We've got a shout out to Joanna. We'll give her that shout out. I know this is Angelina up here now.
Now's probably the meet where you want to actually
All
change
of
up
these
your
deadlifts so far
attempts.
have been super fast and super snappy.
Your style.
I have not seen.
Oh, that would make sense, Jen. Now is the meet to change how you would stand.
Can or can't?
All right, let's see who we have coming up next. We do have a handful of ladies in this lifting who have not lifted yet. They're saving their energy for some bigger numbers.
Right, we're going on up to 200 pounds. We're going to get 200 pounds loaded on that bar.
Now we're getting real fancy.
And it looks like JoJo might be up next, so we're going to give Joanna that shout out.
Ooh, all right. Also, while we have a moment while they're changing the plates on the bar, a huge shout out to the spotters and loaders. that is one of the toughest parts of any kind of powerlifting meet, even if it's just deadlifting. So a huge shout out to those guys for taking the time out of their day to help out like that.
All right, here
Look at
comes
those
Joanna.
socks. I love those socks. Nothing gets me more excited at the deadlifting portion than a fun pair of socks.
Light
Super
work.
snappy.
Light work
Super
for
snappy.
Joe. And you know, she competed in Ladies of Iron with me in my class, and she's really fun. She's fun to compete with. She's super nice.
We love that. That's one of the best parts of the powerlifting community, just in general and also here in the Albany area. I feel like everyone is just super nice, super helpful, super kind to each other. It's a fun, uplifting community. Ooh, that was a nice snappy pull too.
Light work.
Now also, those of you out there watching, your friends, family, your peers and your peeps out there on YouTube, if you see somebody and they hit a PR lift, please let us know, because we definitely want to give a shout out to a PR deadlift. There we go. That was a nice lift.
Really controlled on the way down too.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
I am not controlled on the way down on any, even if it's a warm-up. There's no control going down.
That is
I don't
a
ever
flat
let go
out
of the bar, so that's something to note.
I literally watched you eccentric
Here comes
deadlift
Desiree
yesterday.
again.
All right, Desiree, here we go, kid.
Boom!
Nice.
Now I know from Inside Intel, aka being friends with Desiree, what we're hoping the PR poll is going to be today, and I feel like she might surpass that.
Yeah, I think she's gonna go over that today, big time.
I think we're about to see some big chunky lifts from
Now,
Desiree today.
I can't tell. Does Haley not have shoes on?
I don't think she does. I've seen a couple competitors without shoes on. I know I every now and again, when I'm just a little too lazy to pull my deadlift slippers out of my gym bag, will lift without shoes. I would say it's common in the gym world, because the closer you are to the ground, the better you can kind of root into the ground and root into the floor to get your pull. Here comes Sarah again. Now I think she just put her belt on. I don't think she had her belt on for the last few lifts.
She didn't.
So now we're
into
getting
that big
serious. We're getting serious now.
Oh. Lincoln, you'll miss it.
Yeah.
All right, here comes Angelina.
Here she comes.
Gonna take the big two. Cake.
Boom.
Light work.
Easy peasy. There's a lot of big lifts happening on
All
that
right,
platform.
it looks
and
like
lot more to come.
we're gonna get a weight jump here, Alex. We're gonna go up
Ooh.
to 225.
Yes. You might hear him in the background. You can see him definitely in the sparkly jacket. That's Mike Perkins out there announcing for the crowd that we have here at ABC Iron. Tomorrow I will be taking over Mike Perkins' esteemed role at the Culnan Classic and doing some emceeing, and I too will be donning my sparkly jacket.
That is very exciting.
I'll happily be at the score table.
Listen, the score table's hard. I did it at States. I was still most of the way sleeping from the lifting on Saturday, trying to do the score table on Sunday. It was a very stressful experience. I did the score table at the Open World Cup. It's a tough job.
Honestly, I appreciate that because it is a tough job.
We have our first time out, opening with 225. Let's see.
Wow.
So snappy. So snappy.
And no beltless at that.
Oh yeah. I'm curious to see what she pulls if she's starting without the belt. Here we go, 225. Boom! That was a beautiful lift at 225.
Is she competing tomorrow as well?
Is she? Do we now? I'm wondering if she is.
Because if so, I can't wait to see what she pulls tomorrow.
Yeah, that's all of the lifters who are doing back-to-back meets. That's impressive.
That's diabolical.
Yeah, that's actually the best word I've heard for it, Gabby. It is diabolical. Oh, here we go. We have sumo lifting right over here.
It's more of like a
Super
frog
speedy sumo
stance.
lifting
I
nonetheless.
like that.
I'm going to agree with Jordan on that. That was more like a frog stance.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I never understood the. Oh, that's awesome.
Here comes Sarah again.
So the difference between sumo and frog, I think, is just your feet are a little bit closer together than your sumo stance.
I believe
it's
it's
like
a
the
little-
in-between, right? In between
Yeah.
conventional and sumo.
It's a little more hamstring.
Maybe I'll ask my coach if I can try that.
So Gabby and I have the same coach. We're both coached by Jordan Crandall, who is not the Jordan who's sitting with us today. It's a different Jordan.
We are waiting for
Gabby,
Jordan
I'm very
Crandall.
curious to hear how Jordan responds with that. Ooh, that was a beautiful lift right there too. Let's give some big cheers for 225. Pull. Yes, that was awesome.
And I think too with this meet, we're also looking for pitching and ramping
Yes, and
as
that's
well.
So what you also might see the hand going up and down a little bit in the front. We are treating this like deadlifts at a powerlifting meet, at a powerlifting platform. Oh, Angelina making 225 look like light work.
I think, honestly, Alex, I think she's going to go somewhere in the 300s.
I think so.
I really think she can get it up.
Oh yeah.
At least 300.
Oh yeah.
And it's such a treat because I've never seen her.
I've never seen. Angelina is she's one of the people for me. I'm relatively new to the ABC powerlifting community. I've been here for about a year. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm sad that it took me so long to jump into this powerlifting community. But Angelina's someone who I know she's powerlifting community adjacent, but I've never seen her actually lift. And again, I suspect there's going to be some very gentle nudging and pushing to get her. The rookie ruckus, I think, would be a good one for her to sign up for. What do we think?
I think that would be a great time to start because everybody's relatively new. I think with Rookie Ruckus, even if it's your second meet, you can still do Rookie Ruckus. And it's a nice welcome into the sport because everybody's kind of on the same playing field with the rules,
Oh yeah.
the commands, the atmosphere itself. I think that's a great.
It's a great supportive. It's one of those moments where we also, as the referees, take that time to really be thorough about what to expect on the platform. Those socks again. I love those
Here we
socks.
got Joe taking. I think they bumped it up to 250.
Really? Here we go. Woo! That was making
light work.
250 look like the bar.
I do have a
Here
quick
comes Desiree
question.
again. She's got her belt on now.
She does have her belt on now.
Super snappy, super speedy.
Didn't stand a chance.
Now, Destiny is deadlifting
I'm
today,
excited
right?
to see what Desiree pulls.
Oh,
Yeah, if there's any of you who
That's
has,
a great question.
what did Jordan say?
Is Destiny also deadlifting today? Are we gonna get to see
Destiny
that?
is not deadlifting
Oh,
today. She
really?
is just here coaching.
I was very excited to see the showdown between Destiny and Mars Sickle, but
I also was looking forward to seeing that. Darn it.
Ooh, keep pulling, lock it out, push those hips forward. Yes. Beautiful.
That was a stellar finish.
That was.
All the way to the top of that one.
That was awesome. I think that might have been, I'm not sure. I'm going to try and grab her and ask. That looked like it might have been a PR. There's lots of hugging happening back here. Usually after PRs come lots of hugs. But I know, so I remember chatting with Destiny, and she had said that after her spectacular performance at Nationals, where she set a world record deadlift, she was going to take a little break. So she's here. Desiree, who we just saw a couple lifts ago, trains with Destiny.
It looks like Angelina's also being handled by Destiny
It
today.
does. We have Sarah coming up next. Again with the fun socks. Again, I will stand by the statement all the time. Nothing gets me more excited for deadlifting than seeing a fun pair of socks.
You know, that's so true. And here in particular, because I feel like a lot of people do wear the fun socks
Oh, yeah.
for charity meets like this. Whereas when you're in like a traditional powerlifting meet, it's more of like a uniform
Super
sock.
steep. Oh no, I'm late so I'll be competing again in November at the Sincere meet. If you're around November 23rd and 20, I should know when this meet is because
I think it
we're
is the
all.
23rd, 24th.
I think all three of us are competing in this
Oh,
meet.
no.
Are we
Oh, you're
really?
not-
No, ma'am.
Oh, really?
Oh no.
Oh, I totally thought you were.
No.
Well,
You seem
I
averse
have
to that.
I made it a
I will
point.
be at the score table.
There we go.
All right, doing the hard
Ooh,
lift.
that was a
Again.
beautiful lift. Well, I made it a point to get all uniform, all black for everything that I'm wearing, except I will be donning my fun socks.
Just a quick note to go back to Haley. She was pulling conventional. She just pulled that last pull sumo.
Oh. Maybe she needed to warm up for the sumo.
Oh, come on. Stand up with it.
Oh. Not quite for today.
That was a tough fight. Tough fight.
That's all right.
It was a nice go.
That was an awesome go.
That was a nice go. 250 is a tough number, you know.
It is.
The last time I did Culnan King of the Deadlift, I also met my match at 250. All right, Angelina.
Here she goes. Let's see what Angelina does with 250.
I think it's gonna cruise. Stay tight, pack them lats, stand up with it.
Oh, not quite for Angelina, but you know what though? She got 225 really well, and again, that is a great starting point for her to do a full powerlifting meet.
I couldn't agree more.
I'm gonna keep saying it because it's gonna happen for her.
And I hope she listens back on this live stream
Oh, I hope she doesn't.
and
She's
hears
like,
the gentle nudging
Oh,
that's
yes.
going on back here
because the gentle nudging will eventually leave the live stream.
and become in-person nudging.
Oh yes. Oh, it looks like we're going up to 275 if I'm correct.
275.
We're making 25-pound jumps with the ladies.
You know, if I had been able to do this meet today myself, this would have been a number I think I would have tried. I think I might have even tried for 300.
You know,
Solely because I was under it by 2 pounds at my last.
I was tempted to jump in on this meet today.
All right, bars loaded at 275.
Testing. You can hear?
All right, here goes Joe. Big 275 pull. And I've seen her pull over this before, so there it is.
Wow, that was impressive.
That was, wasn't it? I think I seen on her training, 'cause she pulled somewhere in the 300s recently.
Very impressive.
All right, big
It's the
Desiree.
lucky socks.
It is the socks.
Can you hear me?
There we go. Now I can hear
Oh,
everyone.
look at that.
Jan
Hey,
fixed my
stand up,
headphones.
Desiree.
Oh, Desiree. I can't wait to see what Desiree does.
I'm
With
really
these weights.
thinking, what was her PR last, Alex? Do you know?
So I'm not 100% sure of her specific PR, but I know that she has recently hit a bunch of PRs in the gym, especially for deadlift. I'm pretty sure that the goal in chatting with Destiny, I'll give everyone the deets, is the goal would be 325. 325 would be a PR for Desiree, and I know that Desiree has been working hard towards a 330 or a 150 kilo pull for the end of the year, so that would be massive. But I think that Desiree's going to make 325 look like an empty bar. I'm feeling it.
And when that goes up, I hope she also goes out and attempts 350.
Oh, yeah. All right, here comes Sarah again. And again, out there, everyone listening, if you see somebody you know, one of your friends, one of your peers, one of your family members, somebody you want to give a shout out to, someone you want us to give a shout out because they hit a PR, or you just want us to say their name, make sure you tell us in the live stream. Look at that, Sarah making light work of all this weight.
She really came out of the woodwork. All right, here comes Haley, and notice now she's pulling sumo. She started pulling conventional.
All right, we have, and this is Haley. I only see the top of the head,
Yes,
so
this is
okay,
Haley.
perfect. Boom!
Very nice.
So I did just chat with Sarah. I think we are rapidly approaching PR territory for her.
This is going to be fun to watch. I love it
gonna
when
be
we
so
get down
fun
to
to
PR
watch.
territory. I
It's my
really do.
favorite. All right. And here we have Mars. Mars, who I think is going to be pulling something very chunky.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a warm-up. No belt, no nothing.
Mars was our queen of the deadlift last year.
Oh.
She was. It came down to Mars and Destiny, and I can't remember quite what happened, but they had both decided to go up by a smaller increment, and Mars was able to pull it out.
Do you remember, Jordan, what she pulled?
It was 5 something.
I know her PR. I know their
I know it's up
PR on
there.
the board, if I remember correctly. Because I remember looking at, me being who I am, I was looking at the 100 kilo weight class PR. So I was looking over. I'm pretty sure their PR is 551.
That's what
It's
I thought.
550 with like a it's like clearly pulled from a kilo number kind of.
Yes.
But it's definitely over 550, which is wild.
I think we just jumped up. I think we're at 3.
Oh, I think we're in the threes now. We're in the threes now.
Wow. All right.
Do
these
you
are some-
guys miss that deadlift bar? I haven't touched the actual deadlift bar in quite some time.
Oh no, neither have I. The last time 2022, I competed in a USPA meet, and that was the last time I touched a deadlift bar.
I miss those. So snappy.
They're very snappy. I haven't used one myself in quite some time.
So for those of you wondering out there, what the difference between what our powerlifting, USAPL powerlifting bar and a deadlift bars have a little bit more, what we like to call it, whip to it. So you'll see, especially now that we're in the 300s, you're going to see a little bit more bend in that bar. And if you're ever like me and you accidentally tried to squat with a deadlift bar, you know that whip on the bar is not your friend when it's on your back or when you're holding it above your body. I've never benched with a deadlift bar on accident.
That is very Alex coded.
It is it's something, absolutely. I bring the dangerous chaos with me wherever I go.
I can see the still frame face photo after
Oh my
you did
God.
Oh, yeah.
that.
Absolutely.
I had a moment, I forgot to put the clip on one end of the bar squatting and all the plates started sliding, and that was,
that was the end of that.
I now triple, quadruple check. Ooh, here comes Desiree.
300.
Here we go. Come on, Desiree.
Need everybody
Nice
to get
big
behind
pull.
her. Here we go, kid.
Nice big pull.
Stay tight, lock it out. Let's
Yep.
go.
Keep pulling.
Oh,
Come
get
on, girl.
up. Yup.
Beautiful.
Oh, she's going. She's going.
Now I can tell everyone that next, when they add weight to that bar next, that's going to be a PR for her. And she's going to pull it. I can feel it.
I can't wait. She
Oh,
had
I
more
can't
in the
wait
tank
either.
for sure with that. Had way more in the tank.
Desiree is one of my good lifting friends here in the gym, and she is probably one of the hardest workers here.
I think this might be a PR for Joe as well.
Ooh.
Or slightly under her best pull.
Let's
if
see.
I remember from her trainings. Come on, Joe.
Stick with
Oh,
it.
that was
Oh,
beautiful.
wow. You know what? I think Joe's got 325 and up all day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's all about building pressure in that bottom position.
Ooh, we got a couple shout outs here for Sarah. I can see her getting ready to go back out on the platform, so we'll definitely make sure to give those shout outs when we see Sarah pop out next.
I just noticed she's pulling beltless, is she?
Yes, she is.
She is.
Still beltless
Wow.
at 300.
Wow.
And if you know,
Props to you.
for those of you that aren't super familiar with deadlifts, a lot of the lifters that are seasoned or power lift themselves, they pull the slack out of the bar. That helps you lock that tension in
Oh, yeah.
to make sure
All
you
right.
get in the position.
Let's cheer on Sarah real big for this one. This is going to be a big lift for her. This is going to be a massive lift for Sarah.
Oh, Sarah, Aunt Sue loves you. Let's go. Do it for Aunt Sue.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Sarah. Big pull, big pull,
Stand
big
all the
pull.
way up with that kid.
Oh
Woo,
my God.
that was,
That's
oh
crazy.
man. Now, we're still at 300, right?
Still at 300.
So just to give everyone the inside info, when Sarah tries to pull that 325, which she's going to get up, by the way, I'm declaring it official, she
yeah.
will be pulling for a PR.
I love that.
All right, we have Haley out here again.
I don't remember what Haley took at her last meet, but
Haley looks a little bit on the frog stance side too.
She does.
I think she is, and she's also shoeless.
She is. That is bold. I will say I do like to do a deadlift without shoes every now and again, but the grippiness really helps on the bottom of my slippers.
I'm worried about my toes.
Oh, almost. Not quite for today, but that's all right. Give her
gonna
some
get
big
that next
cheers
time.
from out there.
She's gonna get that next time.
Oh, yeah. We are straying into PR territory.
And it looks like there's nobody left in here for 300, which means
Oh,
easy. We're gonna go into 325.
If you don't go up, I'm gonna be really mad.
we're here chatting with Sarah. We're trying to gently nudge her. I believe now we're gently yelling at her to make sure she goes up.
We're more like we're intermittent nudging.
Oh, here comes Mars. Now, did we add weight to the bar? Or are we still at
No, I
3?
think that was 3.
Okay.
And now I think we're gonna
Clearly
add,
a warm-up for Mars. Clearly a warm-up for them.
Just the bar.
I really can't wait for one day my warm up to just be 3. Maybe in another lifetime.
They're both
maybe
so
another
they're both giving me the side eye because I have been pulling. I am going to be attempting a deadlift PR this week in my own training.
Really? What
yes.
day? When? I
So
wanna be there.
Tuesday, I'm going to be, I believe, unless Jordan Crandall really throws me a sideways one, which I don't think he will, I should be bumping up to about 212.5 kilos, which is what I failed at States in March.
Can you give that to me in pounds?
468, I have no idea. So I don't usually think in pounds because I know how pounds work, but I'm not good with kilos. And somehow the thought of like 212 is way less overwhelming than 400 something. So
That's true. Alex, though, you'll be attempting this again, but at a lower body weight, correct?
Oh yes, I am. So I competed as a super heavyweight in March. I will be competing as a 100 kilo lifter in November.
And she's going to make it look so easy.
All right, everybody,
Desiree's,
brace and cheer
Desiree's
because
coming
here
out.
comes
Here we
Desiree.
go.
Here comes Desiree.
This is a big
I might turn my microphone off to cheer for Desiree from back here because this is going to be massive. I might not, but
big PR
this is
coming in hot.
huge PR coming in hot. Come on, Desiree, you got this.
Come on, Des.
Come on. Come on.
Here we go, kid. Get up, Des. Get up, Des. Lock it out, baby. Oh, that's right. Look at the kid go.
Oh my goodness.
And it's all good. It's good to go.
That was a PR. That was
that
awesome.
was the one. That was the one. Wow. That was phenomenal. A phenomenal effort. And it looks like we're going to go ahead and jump again. Nope, maybe not. Maybe they were just adjusting the plates. All right, here goes Joe. Big pull for Joe,
All right,
325.
come on, Joe.
Oh, this is a big PR for Joe. Let's go. Come on, Joe. Lock in, kid.
She's got this. Come on.
Get up. Get up.
Oh my gosh,
get
keep
up.
pulling. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Stand all the
Push
way
your
up,
hips,
Joe.
push your hips,
Stand
push
all
your
the way
hips.
up.
Oh, that was
Killed
awesome.
it.
Grind.
And the lift was good. That was a massive PR.
That was a massive PR.
That's awesome.
It's
Grinds like that kind of give you chills.
They
Oh,
really
yeah.
do. I have goosebumps.
that's that PR lift when you can tell that everyone in the audience is at the end of their seat, really just cheering and screaming on that kind of PR lift.
For me, it's hitting a PR and then knowing I'm going out to eat.
Oh, that is the
Swear to
best
God.
part. The best part of the meet is going out to get something really delicious afterwards. Or if you're lazy like me, ordering in something really delicious afterwards.
Honestly, I like that better.
Yeah, after
Ooh,
a
that
meet, your
was-
social battery is just
Oh yeah.
flat.
Can we also just take note, they mentioned in the live chat too, that's 325, no belt.
No belt.
I keep forgetting that.
wild. She's just,
All right,
she's
here
out
comes
on
Sarah. It is time to cheer really big for Sarah.
the big PR
Because
for Sarah.
not only would this be a big PR, but Sarah was also mentioning that this is a big PR with a lower body. If she gets this, a lower body weight.
It's her all day. I have no doubts. The last pole moved so well.
You got to cheer nice and big. Cheer nice and big for Sarah.
All right, kid, lock it in.
You got this. Big pull, big pull.
Stand up, stand up. See, what's tough too with this meet is the rest times in between when you
Yep.
took your last potentially PR and then maybe going out again is so small.
Yeah, you get less rest time. You get, it's also more lifting. Well,
I mean,
more
yes.
closer lifting if you think about it, because they're making, I know at least for me, in a powerlifting meet, I'm usually jumping anywhere from 10 to 15
Right,
kilos
the
on a
jumps are
deadlift.
a lot different.
Yeah,
And
so
with
it's-
the different weight classes. So the lower weight women, 148 and under, they jump 25, but the heavier
Oh,
weight
we're
women,
going to 350.
they jump 50.
Yeah, that's a big jump, and for some people, it's a little bit more lifting, I think, for some than maybe they're used to in an actual
I'm
full
noticing-
powerlifting
I'm
meet.
noticing here in the back that our friend who's been pulling beltless all through 325
She just
has
put on a belt.
acquired a belt.
She's getting serious now. I'm
Oh, yeah.
excited.
I can't wait to see what she does with the belt on.
Oh yeah, you know that we're about to get serious with the belt.
Also, I don't know about you guys, but I am such a mental lifter.
Oh.
The confidence piece of going out on the platform, not only with these bigger jumps, but also with less rest time. You have to be really on
Oh,
top
yeah.
of feeling good about
Yeah.
what you can
Yeah.
do.
I completely agree. That was
Yep.
something that I thought about too when I did do Culnan a couple times. The jumps, the 25-pound jumps and how much time you have in between is kind of scary,
Yeah, they can
Yep.
be a little daunting for sure.
especially when you're new to it. I had never done powerlifting. I had only done Culnan, and it was
Alright.
different.
So now my question is, are we still beltless here?
Wow.
You blink and you miss it.
I wish I
That
could have.
was-
I wish I could
I'm
have shown you
scared.
guys Jordan's face.
Oh, there's, yep.
I'm afraid.
We are. That's.
Yep.
That was something.
That was a massive pull. We're at 350 now, I believe.
We're
if
at
I'm correct.
350. Yep.
These are like not playing around numbers.
And it,
Not playing around numbers. All right, who do we have
we're
up
seeing
next?
if Mars wants to take this as a warm up as well. Before I think.
Let's see. It looks like they might be saying no, which means
Oh, did we go to 3?
now we can also. Oh, here comes Desiree. All right. This is so 325 was a PR for Desiree. This is going to be a massive PR for Desiree. So I want all of you at home to cheer so loud that I can hear you. We can hear you all the way at ABC
She's
Iron.
ready to run through a wall.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's definitely gonna.
All right, kid. Here we go. Lock it in. Alex had to take her headphones off and step away. Come on, Des. Get up, kid. Pull, 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 pull. You know what? That was a really great effort. That was
Also-
a really great effort after pulling a massive PR
Yeah.
maybe like 5 minutes before that.
Oh yeah. And you know what? That is something I wouldn't be shocked. I don't know when Desiree's next meet is. I know she's not competing in Sincere, but I suspect that with her next meet, she is going to have that
She's
easy.
probably going to have more than that.
Oh yeah.
I lied. She doesn't have a belt.
Maybe do you think it's under the shirt?
Oh, it might be.
You know what? Good point. Good point.
It might be. Oh, not quite for today. I don't think she. Oh no, I think there's no belt. I don't
No.
see the hint of a belt at all.
I think if we had, I think the little extra bit of brace with the belt could have helped a little bit there. With how
Yes.
fast the pull before that was.
Especially
I think
with
so.
sumo or froggy stance, it's all about just getting it off the ground and then doing the rest of the work is easier.
Oh yeah.
And staying patient too, pulling it off the ground. And I know, Jordan, you pull sumo, so you have a lot of knowledge
yeah.
in that area. Patience off the floor is really tough.
Yeah.
for a lot of lifters.
Yeah.
Jordan is our resident sumo lifter here. One of our
We're conventional princesses.
yep,
I'm,
conventional girly all the way. I literally do every single thing wrong that you can possibly do when I try and sumo deadlift. It is actually impressive.
I did notice that, however, when I do my sumo pulls, I pull them beltless this block, and mind you, my PR deadlift is only 297. I'm pulling 215.
Not
for
did you
sets
just
of
say
5.
only 297? Oh, there's no only there. That's a big weight.
I sure did.
All right, it looks like we're trying to find our next lifter.
And she's gonna come out. She's coming out beltless. It looks like.
Oh no, I think she has
Oh, no,
her
she's
belt
got-
on
she's
under
got a
her
belt under the
shirt.
shirt. Okay. I was gonna say, these girls are
Ooh, I'm
giving me heart
looking.
palpitations.
Mars has a sparkly belt, and I love it. I will love anything with sparkles, and I'm a little bit jealous.
I do like the sparkles.
Ooh, we're adding more weight.
All right,
So now we're going up to 375 now, right?
375. I don't know if they can, when it gets down to like the last couple lifters of each, I don't want to say session, but like flight, I guess. Like say it's like the last 2 or 3, you can, at least in the past, they let you choose
Yeah, you
what
can.
you're going to take. It doesn't have to be a 25-pounder or 50-pound
Yeah,
drop.
I believe it's if it's down to the last two.
Last 2, yeah,
lifters.
that makes sense. And I know Mars is warming up already, so I'm not sure where we are in weight class women. I'm not sure if we're like already into or we blended into like the 148s and up. I thought we would see Jen Hazard here today. She usually comes and pulls well into the 400s at 148 and under, sometimes for reps on the platform.
Wow. Ooh, look at that bar bend.
Wait till we get to the heavyweight men.
That's, yeah.
That bar don't stand a chance.
Nope. All right, it looks like we're getting ourselves situated for 375. And again, for those of you listening out there, the deadlifts here that you see today, we're treating like powerlifting comp deadlifts. Oh, here we go.
Do you guys remember a couple years back? I don't think that it was last year. There was a very, very strong female deadlifter, and I believe she won her weight class. And not only did she deadlift a massive amount of weight, but she was the last puller, and she doubled it, and she took it for
Ooh.
2.
That was Jen. Jen
Was
Hazard.
that really?
Beautiful,
That
Paul.
was wild. And it looks like by the audience that might have been a PR.
Oh, yeah.
I hope she goes up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was Jen Hazard that pulled up for 2. And I was gonna ask her if she was gonna come out. I saw her post a couple stories maybe last night or early this morning. I think she might have gotten injured over the summer, so
That's the worst.
just like kind of getting herself
All
back
right,
into
here
it.
comes Mars. Mars has the belt on. I love that sparkly belt. I'm a sucker for a good pair of socks and a sparkly belt.
Oh my word.
You blink and you miss it. And in Crocs. Do we see the Crocs?
I didn't notice she
Did
was
she have them in sport mode?
The sport mode Crocs. That is
She
in
does
sport.
have
They're
them
in
in
sport.
sport mode.
Rightfully so. I think if I heard Mike correctly, I believe we're going up to 4.
I thought I heard. And now again, my hearing is not great, as Jan pointed out so gracefully about 10 minutes ago. But I believe I heard him say they're going up to either 405 or 425. Let's see. Oh no, they're going up to 425. I think that's what it looks like,
Wow.
because the collars have some weight to them.
Honestly, I wish that there was a screen
I do
behind
too.
them so I could see the weight.
No, I wish there was a way that they could like do this on lifting cast, just so we could see like names and what the weight is on the bar.
Imagine when the men are up. This is only 405. People are going to be getting up into the 6s and 7s.
Oh yeah,
They're not even going to be able to put the plates on.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys remember, it was a couple years ago as well, but when Adrian was here,
Oh my god.
and I think he pulled, and I'm sure he'll message me and let me know that I'm wrong, but I think he was pulling like 850.
Yep.
For fun.
Ooh, 850.
I was in the lighter weight women that year, and I stayed all day just to, me and my dad both actually stayed all day just to watch Adrian pull. But he was crazy.
All right, I'm curious to see.
I wonder who's going to get going
Looks
next.
like they're about to call out any second now.
How many women are we down to now?
I think we're down to 2. I think we're at the final 2. I think we're about to see a good old-fashioned deadlift off.
A little showdown.
And then after that, we jump on over to the men's.
And this is where, when it gets down to these last two, where they can start to make jumps that aren't in the 50 or 25-pound jump range. You can kind of go in between.
Yeah.
And you can take a little bit longer rest time because there is, again, only 2 of you. The turnaround time wouldn't be conducive. So I'm excited to see where we go here. Is it going to be the reigning champ, or are we going to have a new champ?
We got to see. Oh, I see some ammonia going on. I give a lot of credit to the lifters who use ammonia because I've tried it twice and had disastrous effects twice. Jordan actually remembers one of those attempts. She almost died with me.
Oh yeah, I was spotting your squat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've used salts like once.
Was that?
Oh, yeah, that was a 200-kilo squat that I was trying.
Was that my smelling salts that you tried out?
It was.
Oh yeah, those are dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Zone smelling salts are so aggressive.
Here she
Oh, yeah.
goes. Get up, get up.
Amazing effort.
That was an amazing effort. That's a massive amount of weight. I'm pretty sure that's 425 on that bar.
I believe so
That's
as well.
enormous.
And to think she was pulling right up until maybe her last pull
Oh, yeah.
beltless is
She
insane.
maybe had, what, like 3 or 4 minutes between?
Yeah.
I would be, if I was on a platform and I had to take 3 to 4 minutes between deadlifts, you would see me actively sobbing on the platform attempting my next attempt.
The screenshots from training would be so much worse than
Oh,
what
yeah.
they already are.
But for those who are curious what Jordan's talking about, I am very good at making faces while training. I think Mars is going to make fast work of this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Boom.
word.
I'm curious to
And
see
I
what she's
believe-
going to take.
now,
I think she's the
are-
last one left.
I was about to say, are they going to take another jump or are
Well,
we done?
She
'Cause
might do it
she-
just for fun. I think she should.
I think they should,
And I
yeah.
think she can go up, she can keep pulling until she hits, wherever she's going to fail, unless
Yeah,
she
I
wants
do.
to pull it.
I wonder if she intended on hitting a PR today.
I wonder.
I feel like if that's what you intended when you came here, then that's what you should do.
Oh, no, it
That's
sounds
the-
like that's it. I believe that we officially crowned Mars the queen of the deadlift.
Congratulations.
That
to
is
Mars.
awesome.
And it looks like the men are here warming up.
Oh, yes,
This
I
is
see.
going to get fun. Grab your popcorn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, grab your
Grab me some
popcorn because we're about to see some. Oh, here comes, it looks like our first, I think they're resetting the bar to, I would hazard the assumption that they would, oh no, it looks
There
like
is a
they're-
very young lifter
Okay.
who is competing for the first time here today,
Oh.
which I'm very excited to see. I love when young lifters get into this. They're not,
Oh,
fearful
that's
or
my
timid
favorite.
about it.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
I love seeing like middle and high school age lifters. It's like I mainly like to try. I love it because I'm a band director for a living. I teach elementary and middle school band, and one of my favorite things to talk about with my older middle schoolers, because they do a lot of lifting stuff for their sports, is to just talk lifting.
You talk lifting
Oh
during
yeah.
band class?
Oh, not during band class. There's a couple of them who like to hang out in the band room sometimes.
You're trying to recruit.
Oh, I'm always trying to
I love
recruit.
that.
I will always try and recruit everyone to powerlifting. I have tomorrow for Culnan, a friend of a friend is lifting, so this said friend will be there watching, and my full plan is to gently bully her into
Notice how we
becoming
did
a
not use
powerlifter.
nudge, we
No,
used bully.
no,
The theme of
When
today
you're an
is gentle
adult,
bullying.
that's what you get.
no. I will gently. No, this is a friend of mine, so there will be some gentle bullying.
We want to get it's such a nice community to be in.
Oh yeah.
Once we can get you like
Yep.
you know, do it recreationally yourself. Like, it's so much fun. The friendships that you make they're really great.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I came
Again.
from bodybuilding into powerlifting, and the two like, atmospheres are so different.
Oh, yeah.
So different.
I remember I did my first powerlifting meet in 2019, and I've been sucked in ever since. All right, we have our first men's lifter of the day. Look at Sean out there cheering him on. Woo!
Wow.
That was super speedy.
I haven't been, I think I went 22 was my last time in there.
All right, we have another, it looks like, I'm curious.
But I went with my dad.
Ooh, somebody said the winner of this event should get a crown. I don't know if we have crowns, but they will get a 3D, they will, I believe there's prizes, and there is a barbell that says Queen of the Deadlift that they'll get.
It's 3D printed by one of the members of the gym very kindly.
Oh, yes. Oh, it looks like somebody's giving a shout out to Kevin, who's not here today, but hit a massive squat PR yesterday.
Kevin said he was sweating during that PR.
I mean,
Kevin, if you're
squats
listening
hard.
to me.
Squats are hard. I am also sweating during squats.
I knew you had that PR. I said that last week.
Oh yeah, I might have been a little encouraging in Kevin attempting that PR. He might have asked my opinion, forgetting that I am the queen of bad influences.
Bad influences me too, so
That's all right.
goes around.
Bad influences lead to PRs.
You ain't kidding.
Actually, no, that is so right. I remember when I was benching last year, you were the bad influence that led me to my best bench.
Oh yeah. Oh, here we go up again. This looks like 190, maybe 200. It's somewhere between there.
Wow.
Again, super duper speedy. And then here we go. I bet this is going to be super speedy. Boom.
Another no shoes. No shoes nation.
Yeah, it is a lot of no shoes. Again, I was a no shoes girly for a really long time, and now just the grippy of, so what I actually, I have the Notorious Lift slippers, and they are pretty much basically the equivalent of wearing a pair of grippy socks at this point in time, which I love because my feet are very close to the floor. Another super speedy opener.
And the gentle eccentric. Beautiful.
Oh yes.
I have a lot of grippy socks, but from when I worked in the hospital.
Ah,
Different kind of grip.
different kind of grippy socks. These are my deadlift grippy socks.
Wow.
Oh,
Did anyone? You
You-
blink and you miss.
Oh yeah, you heard it. He was still pulling the bar up when we heard the bar go down here in person. So
Wow.
that's how fast that moved.
That was a magic trick.
All right, again, friends out there watching on the live feed, if you see somebody you want us to give a shout out to, you see something that would be super helpful to us, because again, we don't have a roster or anything like that. So if you see someone and you want to make sure that we actually use their name as they're lifting, post that up in the live feed. That way we can make sure to give all those good shout outs.
You're king of the squat in our eyes, Kevin.
I agree with that that live stream comment, especially as a sumo puller. Your toes get
Oh, yeah.
precariously close to those plates.
Oh, I would imagine.
I've seen, there was someone I ended up being friends with through States. He competed at States last year. He was pulling something crazy, mid-sevens maybe, and he pulled sumo. He dropped that bar on his toe.
Oh.
And then finished the set though,
Nope.
with shoes on. So could you imagine?
His toe is
You're a little
probably
pig.
obliterated.
It was
Oh my
not
gosh.
well.
His toe is probably totally flat.
I absolutely did ask to see it because I needed to know.
Did you pay for it?
I paid him more.
Jordan.
Jalen, if you hear that, sorry.
Oh, here we go. We're up to 250 maybe?
Maybe 225.
It's definitely got to be more than 225 because the collars are on the bar.
Yes, yeah, it is.
And I think there's a little sneaky hiding plate on there too. So maybe
you're right.
Yeah, I think it might be 250.
It's getting real rowdy out there.
Oh, yeah.
Energy is coming up.
It's getting real rowdy back here too. We got a lot of these guys are waiting around to go and start their deadlifting. A lot of familiar faces. Oh, we have Jordan Squared here now too.
We got double Jordans.
Yeah, we have double Jordan.
Other Jordan, say hi.
We have Jordan. Jordan Crandall is
Someone's a little
shooing
shy
us
today.
away.
A little shy today.
Ooh, that was a super speedy and the eccentric on the way down.
We like a nice quiet put down.
We do. The eccentrics always look really nice. I am not an eccentric girly unless it is programmed into my programming, and then I eccentric against my will.
And then you make it look so easy.
It might look easy, but inside of my head, I'm trying to remember so many things that it's not easy. All right, Sean's looking for someone.
That was not an OF subscription to OnlyFans. I was just saying I wanted to see the injury because I worked on a unit in the hospital where there was injury.
Gabby's getting called out by the live stream.
I mean, obviously I shouldn't have said that, but
I think it was less about the toe and
was
more
more
about
about
the
the
injury.
She was concerned.
I really feel like there's
Concerned
just
for
no
his
way that
well-being.
toenail is still on there. Like, and if there was, it couldn't have stayed. There's no way.
I mean, it is almost Halloween. It is kind of a spooky season thing.
I mean, I've had like accidents not related to lifting where like my thumbnail came off all the way off.
Ooh, I've had that once before. That's not a fun time.
No,
I shut my finger in the car door on accident, and it was
it hurts.
not a good time.
These are the 100-pound plates we're starting with.
Oh, yep. We're moving over to 100-pound plates, friends.
This is gonna make it a little easier for those of us that don't count well. Me.
Yeah. Well, see, what's throwing me for the counting is that they're using the collar, and I think the two collars together would add 10 pounds.
Yeah.
They add 5 kilos, a little over 10 pounds, the two collars together, because I believe they're 2.5 kilo collars.
I love chit-chatting with you guys, but I gotta say, if we kicked you both out, got Jordan Crandall and Jordan Beverly, this would be J to the third.
Jordan cubed.
I think of Jay Cube. Isn't
Jordan cubed.
Is Jay Bev here?
He is.
He is. I did see him floating around. I don't think he's lifting. I think he's
No.
here.
If you guys can wrangle him, we'll step aside.
I've been trying to convince him to compete, but he's very
Convincing.
reluctant.
AKA,
Sorry.
she's been gently bullying.
Gently bullying it.
He's due. Last time he competed was regionals, not last year, the year before. He's due.
Yeah, the man trains at like 90% and above only. It's crazy.
At like
That's
4 in the
wild.
morning.
That is impressive to train at that. Ooh, there's somebody warming up back here whose deadlift slippers match their shorts. And I think that's very fun. And I'm a little jealous of that, I'm going to be totally honest.
That is the Jack Domino.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh.
Very narrow stance also.
Got some big cheers going on out
Oh,
there.
yeah. We've got a lot of lifters, deadlifters back here getting ready. Some familiar faces, I'm sure. Some less familiar to me, more familiar to you guys.
Perhaps.
I think I know just about everybody that you know.
Well, here we go. I get the gist. This is going to be a PR.
Yeah.
And he makes light work of it.
Nailed it.
Absolutely nailed it.
Amazing effort, and I love the passion by Sean.
Bring bullying back, gentle version.
I wanted to say that earlier. Bring bullying back, but gently.
Alex is already starting it. We're starting it.
I
There's
am.
several that are going to be.
I will always very gently nudge and maybe a little bit more than nudge anyone who will sit and listen to me long enough towards powerlifting. If you ask my advice whether you should go up on a lift or not, I will almost always tell you should go up on a lift.
What if it's an RP10?
Every lift I take is RP10.
If you think you can go heavier, then you do you, and I will cheer you on, and I'll spot you too. That's, again, Kevin asked for that, if he should go for 300 for a triple. I said yes, and I helped spot him too.
Oh, and that was an amazing lift by Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
That third squat, beautiful.
That was, yeah.
He's feeling to put up something big for his next meet.
Is he photographing today?
No, tomorrow.
No, but he will be tomorrow.
I'm not sure who's taking the photos today. I know they do have somebody
That was a
taking
snappy deadlift.
What a gentle eccentric.
Again, the gentle
Two
placement
themes
down.
today. Nice eccentrics and gentle bowling.
Yes. We love an ice eccentric.
It's like they can hear us.
All right, looks like we're adding some more weight to the bar. We got Sean Culnan back here organizing, making sure everybody's right where they're supposed to be. Let's see.
The only thing that gets me is I don't know where like the weight classes split. Like I don't know where it goes from lightweight, intermediate weight, or like middleweight. And
I
then
don't
the
think
heavy.
so. And I know for the men's, there's 3.
Because like
I-
with the women, I didn't realize we were already at our last meet.
Yeah, so I think, from what I can gather and watching this, I think it just all kind of blends in together. You just keep going until you can't lift anymore.
You know what I think we should bring back? Do you
Oh,
remember
boy.
years ago when they did the turkey brawl or whatever it was called, where you formed a team of 3 people, one
Oh,
person bench,
I
one
remember
person deadlift,
that.
and one person squat. I want to do that so badly.
You know who could talk on the turkey brawl is the Jordan sitting right next to you.
Yeah, that's a
That is
great.
so true.
That's a great idea. Maybe Sincere 2025. We turn it into the Sincere Turkey Brawl. He's not listening to
Literally
anything
couldn't
we're
even-
saying.
Could not even be bothered. with
Not a
this
single
conversation.
thing.
Because then the specialists of each, lift can go and shine. Because you don't have to do all 3. When you make that team, it's like this person's going to bench for you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine?
Alex would get poached so fast
So
for
fast.
any 3 of the
We're
lifts.
so fast.
I don't know. Well, maybe not. The squats have been squirrely with the weight loss, so maybe not for squats. I think
Can I reserve you for my team?
Already
absolutely.
been picked off.
I'm
Ooh,
benching.
who's this coming out here? Look at this.
Whoa! Wow.
Ooh.
No belt. And I think he's wearing a belt.
Oh, he's wearing a belt, but that's quite the outfit too.
In the utility pants.
I was going to say, I'm what shoe
Oh, the baby powder's flying.
A working
did he have
man.
on?
Baby powder's flying.
I thought he was wearing steel-toe boots for a minute.
Yup.
Oh, that's all right. We make a PR attempt. Sometimes.
That's the best part of learning.
Oh yeah,
That's how you
sometimes
learn.
our PR attempts are actually our room for growth.
I
and
was
our
just
opportunity
thinking
to
that
improve.
today. Your failures are simply markers of where you've been and where you're
Oh
going.
yeah, that's
Exactly. Failing sometimes is like the best part too because you can learn so much from like what went wrong or what you have to fix.
We've got someone out here saying you got to have friends to do team lifting. That's a powerful
Who is
insinuation.
calling me out right now?
Stealth Assassin,
Who are you?
Who are you?
What's your government name?
Reveal
Stealth
yourself.
Assassin?
because obviously the 3 of us are friends.
Oh yeah, the 3 of us could easily form a team.
Yeah.
You're gonna drag us down on deadlift, but like we're friends.
We got Gab on the squat, Jordan on the bench, me on the deadlift. Forget it.
Done.
That's a strong team.
That is a strong team.
I don't have that far down to go. I'm a little bit.
Although I think my question would be for the team lift, how do you deal with the weight classes?
I don't think it matters.
Oh. All right, this is definitely 3 something. Light work of it.
And American flag sacks, love it.
Should we have not only Queen and King of the Deadlift Award, but also Best Sock Award?
Oh, we
Best
should have.
socks.
That
Next year we should implement that.
is 1,000% something that we should have as the best sock award.
I'm gonna have to start shopping around.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, that was light work.
that was lightweight.
Light work.
I don't know. I I see some cat socks out here. Those right now are kind of the winner for socks out here. I can't see everyone though.
Those are Bruno socks. Bruno's always a treat.
Bruno, is that his actual cat? Oh, those, yep, winner.
Looks like we have a couple more guys trickling in the back here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
That was super speedy too. It seems like we
taking
have
our last round at 400, asking if anybody wants before we jump up.
and now we make 50 pound jumps. I almost said kilo, and I was like, no, Alex, that's not right. 50 pound jumps here for the men's, am I correct?
Could you imagine
I don't know.
I don't know. I think I would probably, I don't know if I'd be able to handle a 50 kilo jump. I don't even think I do that in like the initial warm up. Oh, no, I do.
I don't take jumps like that.
I will for like my very first warm-up sets. Like when I squat, I'll do the bar, then one red on each side, then two reds on each side. But then after that, we're going to the colorful fun plates.
So casual.
I had to swap back to pounds yesterday because I lifted at another gym. I could not figure out my warm-ups for the life of me because I'm used to going in colors like red, green, red, yellow, red,
Yep,
blue.
I had that too. It was last week. I had to go sneak in my workout between the school day and open house night, and I had to squat. And I had to first off do the math to figure out how many pounds I had to squat, and I'm not 100% sure I did it right.
My brain is forever stuck in pounds. I don't know how
I know.
anybody fully adjusts to kilos.
I have mentally
that.
adjusted. I haven't, but here's the thing. I haven't fully adjusted to kilos. Why I appreciate kilos is I have no idea how much weight I'm lifting.
I put the number in pounds in the app and it shows me the color plates.
Yep.
Bar is loaded.
Oh
That's
no,
the
I
only
put it,
way.
even on my programming, I list it all in there as kilos because I have no idea what's on that bar when it's in kilos. Is it 200 pounds? Is it 400 pounds? I have no idea.
All right, here we go. New jump and weight.
Oh, I think I smell some liquid chalk going on back here.
You have a good nose.
I do have a good nose. It makes up for my ear that's a little bit wonky sometimes.
Is it still wonky?
It is every now and again, but it is back to hearing.
Well,
Here we go.
Yes. Let's see.
I think this is 450.
That was a speedy squat or deadlift start. Man, apparently my brain is wonky too. This is where I think we're about to see a lot of speedy deadlifts.
American Freedom Units, yes. I much prefer American Freedom Units.
I have grown attached to my kilos.
Stealth Assassin, we still don't know your name. Please reveal yourself.
Or like first initial, last name.
Watch, Stealth Assassin is probably Jordan Crandall, who's just sitting here right next to us. He's probably just casually commenting.
Looking at us all crazy.
Ooh, this is going to be a massive
This looks
lift.
like a
I can
big old
feel it.
PR.
Oh, that's all right. That's again. It might have been a failed lift, but it's the starting point for a new PR next time.
Absolutely. And the last one was, I think, a PR for him as well.
Yep. Oh, that was nice.
That was a nice fight.
That was great.
That was. Now we're at how much weight on that bar? 450? We're at 450, right?
I believe so.
I think so too.
You know, the difficult thing about the deadlift bar that sometimes people forget is you really have to focus on pulling the slack out because it's
Oh,
so
yeah.
much bendier of a bar.
Yes, especially when you really get into the heavier
Yeah.
weights. That's
And especially if you're brand new and you don't know
Yeah.
in general.
True.
oh, that was a nice lift too.
Very nice. And the eccentric.
Nice.
Stealth Assassin is refusing to let us know who they actually are. I'm still convinced it's Jordan Crandall just sitting next to us, typing into the live feed.
We'll find out who it is.
Oh, we're about to go up to 500. We got Sean back here making sure nobody else wants 450. We're about to jump to 5.
It's about to get fun here. Big start with the 500s.
500 is where we're about to start seeing some PRs.
Please note how much the bar is about to start bending.
Oh, yeah. Look at the bar already in the bend on the deadlift jack. Also, I know we keep poking fun at him, but to give a huge shout out. So I was here last night for a little while helping get set up. When I left, Jordan Crandall was, I think, was one of the few people left here helping Jan get set up for this event today. Jan, Sean, Jordan, Alex was here too. Not me, Alex, other Alex.
Jimmy, right?
Jimmy was here for a little while, but Jimmy left before I did. I had to go do some grocery shopping, unfortunately.
Yeah, call Jimmy out.
Oh, we gotta call Jimmy out. Watch, Jimmy's probably Stealth Assassin.
Oh my God, that's honestly a good guess.
That makes the most
Now,
sense.
Stealth Assassin, if we guess who you are, you have to let us know. That's the rules of gentle bullying.
Are you Jimmy Two Cheeks?
Are you 2 cheeks? J2C, step up. We're all about to get a text message from Jimmy. Like,
All right, we're getting ready to start with 500 pounds on the bar.
This is his opener, correct?
This is his first time out there.
and also Melrose.
Ooh,
look at
super
that.
smooth. All right, let's see who we've got heading out next. Oh, here we go.
Ooh,
I'm wondering, is this a PR attempt?
it's gotta be. Stick with it.
Get up.
Oh, keep pulling. Oh,
That's okay.
That's a lot in the bar.
yeah, that's a big jump to go from 450 to 500.
Yeah.
That's a chonky jump right there.
And especially too, because now we also I don't know what weight class we're in, so like relative
Yeah.
to size,
I think we've got a little bit of the lightweights, a little bit of the middleweights, and a little bit of the heavyweights coming in now too. Oh, not quite for today, but that's all right.
it was a nice valiant effort.
Great job. I want to know when Nate Mannion is getting on that platform.
Ooh,
Is
that
he-
is a good point.
like,
He's
to
got
compete or
quite
for
the
deadlift?
deadlift.
Yeah,
Is
to
he doing
deadlift
that?
today. He's competing today.
Oh yeah, he's floating around back here. I saw him.
Oh, there he
Yeah,
is. I was like, where is
we're
he?
at 500. I'm wondering when is he getting in there?
I would guess soon. I think a lot of lifters are going to take 500 right now.
I forgot he got his haircut. I didn't recognize him.
That is such a. I just can't imagine. Oh, I'm just gonna open at 500.
I mean,
pounds.
that just moved super fast. Oh, I don't know, Stealth Assassin. I still think you're Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're Jimmy.
You have to have some sort of association with powerlifting or bent bar, ABC, or whatever it may be. You're not anonymous.
Are we adding weight to the bar again? Are we going up to 550 now? Ooh. We're heating up. Look at the bend of that bar on the deadlift jack. The plates are essentially touching the ground on the deadlift jack.
Yeah,
That's bananas.
only in my wildest dreams, honest to God, would I be touching this. Looks like we got
All right.
somebody coming out.
Who do we have coming up next? All right.
You know what actually makes a lot more sense, guys? I just realized this. The reason that there are a lot of men here who haven't stepped onto the platform I'm wondering, are they going to start back over for the bigger weight class?
I don't think so. You want to know who's a really good person to ask that question to? Is
The
Jordan
guy right
Crandall.
next to me?
Oh, yes.
I think also too that's what they used to do. If I'm not
Wow,
wrong,
did
the
you
last
see
couple of classes or the last couple of times we did this, so you knew which weight division you were in. Like you knew one for the women, you knew one for lightweight, heavyweight, and same with the men.
I was about to say, I haven't
This
really
all kind of
seen.
flowed seamlessly right into the next.
Yeah, I see a lot of what looks like the middle and heavyweight guys. I don't think this gentleman has a belt on.
He didn't have a belt on for his last pull either.
Now that's wild, because that is a lot of weight and no belt. That is a holy guacamole right there.
I just think about like how hyped I get for pulling like 215 with no belt, and then you see people out here pulling like 500.
Oh, I am a very big, the belt is a comfort thing for me kind of person.
Alex, sorry to interrupt you. The question on the live stream, I think you are the best person to answer that.
Oh, about
for
the
Stealth
plates?
Assassin.
So from what I understand now, I could be making this up, Stealth Assassin. This is something that I like vaguely remember seeing. And after I give what I think, I will double check with Jordan Crandall, who's sitting over here, because he'll definitely know. I believe it has to do with, it's either like, I think it's so that the weight is visible across all ends of it, if that makes
Yes.
sense. So like people who see the inside can also see the weight on the plate, and then people who are visually seeing from the outside. I'm gonna ask Jordan on the mic to ask Jordan not on the mic, because he's a coach and a ref, and he does all this sort of stuff. He's definitely gonna know this one.
All he said was it's brand representation.
See,
That's not what I would have guessed.
I also was thinking that, but I wanted to give some benefit of the doubt.
I thought it was for the purpose of loaders and judges to be able to know what
Because
weights.
the
I know.
outside weight, why is the outside weight spacing in? Well, it wouldn't matter. You can see it on the inside.
I also think that has to do with this particular setup, because we're using pound plates. I think it's what the spotters and loaders are doing in terms of putting the plates on the bar.
And this is a generally more casual event anyways.
Yeah.
This isn't, a sanctioned meet or anything like that where things have to be super to the T.
So now I'm looking back here. There are quite a few people milling about. I'm curious how many people milling about are lifting and how many are supporting lifters.
I know it's hard to tell because there's a lot of orange shirts. I don't know who's orange shirt lifting, orange shirt supporting.
It is a good question. There are quite a few people back here, which also makes it a big difference. Well, no, because this will be tomorrow for Culnan Classic, this will be the warm-up area as well. But we'll have combo racks and all that stuff, so there will be quite a few people back here.
I was very curious how they were going to set this up for meets in here, but I'm pleasantly surprised. It looks really, really good.
Yeah,
I was
this
also very curious.
Same.
I thought that they were going to move the cable tower and
So
just
that's
absolutely move everything around to accommodate.
I was more curious about what we were going to do for warm-ups, where our warm-ups are going to be.
Yes.
So this is pretty cool.
It's
That
going
was
to be
also my big curious point, especially looking ahead at the sincere meets with quite the number of lifters.
that's what I was just going to, it's going to be crazy,
Our-
crowded in here.
All right, friends, let's cheer on our friend on the platform.
Who has now acquired a belt.
He has now acquired a belt, which means things are about to get serious. But he makes it look like an empty bar.
So light. I'm curious to see what his PR is going to
Oh
be.
yeah, I think we're about to see a massive pull from him.
Jordan Crandall just shared that we're pretty sure they are starting over for the men's heavier weight classes.
Oh, that would make sense. So is this...
That does make sense.
So I think that's why we're taking more breaks in between, because it's down to
the
Are
last
we down to the last couple?
Is this
But wait, I haven't seen. Has he lifted yet?
Yeah, no, he has. He's been
Okay.
out.
I clearly was not paying attention.
We're just yapping away.
Listen, I am very good at yapping. It is one of my favorite pastimes. It is something I'm very good at.
I always wished I was a better yapper, believe it or not.
That was a beautiful
You're doing
poem.
great, Jordan.
Now see, here's the pure definition of how much my yapping can sometimes interact with my lifting. So yesterday, I came into the gym with about an hour and 45 minutes, an hour and a half, somewhere in there-ish, to finish not only the 2 big lifts I had for the day, but, and Jordan Crandall, ignore me when I say this, all of my accessories for the week. And I managed to finish them all in an hour and 15 minutes. And no, I did not go light on my accessories. I took them very, very much so where they needed to be. And it was very solely because I was not yapping.
Everybody here last night before 5 p.m., they were working to get things done.
This gym was borderline silent. It never is.
The
Oh, here we
focus
go.
has never been at that level before.
No. All right. By the sound of the audience, I'm wondering if this is a PR. Oh, you could tell by the way he's checking that barbell that this is going to be a PR lift for him.
I love when the hands start shaking. They're
Yep.
getting really
They're getting
into
in the
it.
zone.
He's ready.
Let's go.
This is going to be a big pull for him. I can feel it. Look at that tongue. Oh, that's all right,
He
though.
just knew. He knew.
That's all right.
It was a really good effort, though. That was
Oh,
a
it
really
was.
great effort.
Well, Sean Culnan's back here. I think he's grabbing the... Are we about to see a deadlift off? I think that's what's about to happen. I think we're about to see a deadlift off with the lightweight men.
Our last 2 in the lower weight class.
Oh, so
They might just combine. They might combine middle and heavy because they get last. This is the lightest. I think this is the last of the lightest. Last 2.
But heavy and
we're
They might
getting all
do
the
middle and
details
heavy
from Jordan
together.
Crandall.
Because it's not running slow. So.
Got it. So it looks like we might be getting down to the last 2, I think, for the lightweight men.
Oh, here comes Jan. Jan's made an appearance.
Daddy Jan.
Oh, listen to Jordan. Daddy Jan.
Apparently he wasn't aware of his nickname.
I kind of find that hard to believe.
Right? He is one of the fathers of this powerlifting community.
Oh, 100%. Jan is definitely one of the pillars of the powerlifting community here in the Capital District of New York.
Absolutely. He welcomed me right in. I wouldn't probably be doing what I do or powerlifting in general if it wasn't for Jan.
Oh yeah, that's the awesome meets that we have here in the area are, if they're not put on by Jan, they're usually being run by somebody very tangential to Jan and usually a part of that bar. And Jan has really helped make the Capital District of New York a huge powerlifting, like a powerlifting hotspot, essentially. We got a lot of really incredibly strong lifters in the area, and I think that it really roots down to the tremendous effort that Jan Dario has given to this sport.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
I think Jan Dario, and I think another one too, Sean Coleman, who's King of the Deadlifts today, is another one.
Absolutely.
Does a lot for powerlifting here in the Capital District.
And it looks like he's making sure they know they don't have to rush before they go out there and take these last couple pulls.
There's nothing more stressful than pulling a heavy deadlift and then 2 minutes later pulling an even heavier deadlift. Well, we've got Stealth Assassin saying that upstate New York has the best meets, hands down. Thank you, Stealth Assassin.
That is definitely coming from a biased person in the community. We're figuring you out, Stealth Assassin.
I'm
Because
just gonna
Jordan's
start-
on a mission.
I'm literally calling him J2C. That's who it is.
Jordan's on a mission.
I will find you.
That was a little ominous sounding. Oh my goodness.
She's
That
entering
sounds
her
like the
bully
start to like a horror movie.
She's entering her bullying era.
Jason Bourne. Right?
Jordan is leaning into her gentle bullying. Ooh, Jan has a microphone. How do you get that?
Where is he?
I can see him right through the curtain. Now, have we added more weight to the bar yet, or are we at 600 yet, or? Oh, here comes the start of the deadlift off. Here we go.
I think.
It's I just got word this may be 650.
Wow.
650.
All right, let's go.
6 or 650. Yup, 650. Let's go. Stick
come
with us.
on, come on.
That's all right.
You know what, though? That came off the floor, and that alone is incredibly impressive.
I agree.
That alone
And that
is
was a massive
incredibly
jump from
impressive.
where they left off, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Where they finished off. That's huge. Yeah, it looks like.
I believe
So
upcoming, if I'm hearing correctly through the headphones, is Sean coming up next.
Yes, and if he pulls this,
He is the lightweight king of the deadlift.
yes, lightweight.
So Self Assassin does have a connection to the powerlifting community. They said, I've lifted on Long Island and other small events, but anything ran by Jan I've been to has been a great experience.
We'll have to pass your compliments on to Jan
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
Also, a nice shout out to Long Island. I am born and raised on Long Island myself.
Really? I didn't know.
They have great bagels.
Oh, yeah.
Great bagels.
Bagels.
Oh, they do have great bagels.
That's back.
Shout out to Long Island Bagels.
Yep.
To the bagels.
All right, here comes Sean. This is still 650 on the bar,
Yes.
right? Oh, man.
Yep.
I shouldn't say still as if that's like a lightweight. That's an
And
incredible amount
I
of weight
think
to
if he
move.
pulls this, he wins
Yep.
for the lightweight men.
Does.
I think so, too.
He's got a.
Come on, kid.
Oh, keep on, keep on. No, you were so close.
So then what happened?
Oh,
What?
man.
I believe that. So they both, if they both lifted 600, it's won by body weight.
Oh.
Okay.
I wanna
so,
say.
So now,
But did they not both?
well, I think the question is there a separate medal for the lightweight
There is. There's
Oh.
four medals, 4 trophies.
trophies? I'm sorry, trophies. I'm very used to, usually in the powerlifting world, it's medals.
By their body weight now. Is it what? Determined by their body weight now since they both failed 600.
The kid who failed first one was lighter.
Oh.
Yes, it
Ah,
is.
determined
It
by
is
body
won
weight.
by body weight.
He was so close to.
Oh, yeah. Looks like we're resetting to 400. Oh, that's the music. I thought that music is loud enough that it's making the table vibrate a little bit, and I thought my phone was buzzing somehow. I was very concerned for a quick second there.
I think, yeah, back to 400. I think this is going to be the start. I think middleweight and heavyweight men are lined up
Yep.
together. This is the start of the last, essentially, flight. I agree, Zuki. He could have locked that out. He was right there. Sometimes you just don't have. Sometimes it's just the grip.
Yeah, sometimes the grip just sort of poops out on you.
Yeah, it looked like a grip issue.
All right, looks like we're getting ready to start our middle and heavyweight men.
I'm glad that they split it up because I was so confused as to why the last person who showed up in here was Garrett. And I was like, wait, aren't you lifting?
Oh, meanwhile, Garrett just absolutely bodied that pre-workout.
Garrett,
Not
I
to
believe,
call him out,
is
but-
One sip.
the kindest human in this gym.
Oh, absolutely.
1,000%.
Garrett is he's one of those people where you can tell being a nice person is his root core.
Oh, absolutely.
He is built to be a nice person. And he shows it. He is encouraging, he is kind. If you hear somebody screaming in the back of somebody else's video to cheer them on, it's guaranteedly Garrett.
And he gives straight up, no lie, the best bench handoffs.
Oh, that's good to know. I'm going to remember that. Here we have Zach. Is this Zach?
That's Zach.
It is.
All right, Zach, let's go, kid.
Being picky about his deadlift start. There we go. Just to move it like an empty bar.
Light work.
That is lightweight. Oh, we've got a nice line of the gentleman going out there next. This appeals to the teacher in me.
Nate Mannion. Let's go, Nate.
Here comes Nate. Nate is also about to make very light work of this. I can say that with an extraordinary amount of confidence.
Did Nate win King of the Deadlift last year? Or was it came down to him and I don't know.
Yes, he won. I think he won.
See,
He won.
light work.
And he's at a significantly lower body weight this year.
Is he?
Yes, very much so.
But now we got Bruno. Bruno in his cat socks.
I love those cat socks. Now I want to get a pair of cat socks for myself.
There he is. Nice work, Bruno.
And in a singlet, too.
In true Bruno fashion.
Yeah, of course. Great lifting.
Great.
That was a beautiful lift. He's also very encouraging in the gym when I see him around.
He is. He was telling me a little bit about his experience with lifting. He said he can pull more sumo, but he wanted to see what he could do with the classic conventional for this meet.
Oh, that's going to be a fun little
There's
for us
Jack.
then.
Jack's another ABC Iron. He's another one. If you hear cheering in the background, it's probably Jack and Garrett.
I like the coordination. The guys have a lot of coordination with their steps.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here comes Garrett. I think so. I thought I saw him go out there. So now the other thing, too, is in a powerlifting meet, you would have a minute to get out on the platform to start your lifts, and I don't know if they have that minute here. I think it's...
No, I think you do. I think
Oh, you
there's
do?
I
Okay.
think there's a running clock because you get lights. The judges. have
Oh,
lights.
oh, they do have lights. Okay.
Ooh, a nice hook grip.
Ooh, hook
He's got
grip.
his thumbs taped up. That's got to be. I don't know how people
That
hold
was
hook
easy.
grip.
I don't know either. I tried it once and I hated it. Like,
Does it just feel like you're pulling your thumbs off of your
it's,
hand?
I thought, yeah, I felt like I was squeezing my thumbnail to the point of it wanting to. Yeah, it was not.
Because what do you have to do? You have to wrap around your thumbs around the bar.
Yeah, I believe you're holding your thumb to the bar with your pointer finger.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It is. I know it's the grip that's really common in the ollie weightlifting.
I just feel like the heavier the weight gets, like that's a lot of.
It's a
weight
lot
to
of
be
trust in
holding.
my thumb.
Yeah.
I have enough difficulty with my little baby hands as it is.
Oh, poor Jordan with her baby hands.
Those calluses, I don't know. I don't shave them down. I don't know what to do with them. They just burn.
Yeah, felt.
I just kind of let my calluses be.
I feel like if you let them get too thick, they just rip off whole.
They do. I have experienced that. I'm trying to think.
I've used a pumice stone to like file it down if they get like.
I will literally use like a razor to shave them.
I will work them down a little bit when they get too rough. Like if I'm like trying to like pull my hair up in a bun in the morning
it's
and I
ripping it
can
out?
feel
Yes.
and it's ripping the hair out of my head, then that's usually when I'll like start like working them down a little bit.
That's
but
diabolical.
I've been
Yeah.
there. That's not a fun feeling.
no.
And then you like pull your hand away and it's got strands of hair right in your calluses. You're like,
It is an experience.
not cute.
I'm sure Stealth Assassin will have something to say about that.
Oh, I'm sure. I have a sneaky suspicion who Stealth Assassin might be now.
Oh, do tell. It's not
not
J2
sure.
Cheeks?
I don't think it is Jimmy. I do know of somebody who is more up here, but has competed on Long Island, and who does some
I know a
riffing.
few people.
Are you
I'm
Josh?
No, see, I was thinking if it's Victoria.
No.
That was where my brain went with the Long Island piece.
I could. No.
I don't know though.
I feel like the name choice would have been
Josh does do some stuff on Long Island. Don't forget that. He was here yesterday too, getting the lift in.
I think he'll be here tomorrow as well.
I think so too. I think he's one of the refs tomorrow. All right, here we go.
I do not recognize. Who is this?
I didn't get a
on
good
the
look at the
platform?
face. I'm at the top of the head still, so. Beautiful. Not sure. So if you recognize who that is and you want us to give him a shout out, let us know.
I know who he is. I can't remember. His name's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember his name.
Was he posted on the page for the lifter profiles?
Yeah, I believe
Yes,
so.
I think all of the lifters here were. It's the cat socks. It's the cat socks. I'm going to get a pair of knee-high socks with flour on them and wear them to all of my meets from now on.
What about the chicken leg ones?
I do love those. Those are my go-to socks, and I tend to hit. Those will make an appearance on Tuesday when I go for my PR attempt.
Oh, are they your lucky socks?
That was a beautiful lift too. I just prefer them because they're a little bit. I have very large calves, so I can really pull them up to the knee. And the slipperier my shins are, the better for deadlifts because I tend to be a bit chaotic with the baby powder.
How do you pronounce your last name, Alex?
My last name is pronounced Caloriotis.
Caloriotis. Alex, chaotic, caloriotis.
That is about right. That is pretty
Flows
much
right
it.
off your tongue.
Oh yeah. Jordan Crandall is leaving us.
Goodbye, Jay
Bye,
Craig.
Jordan.
Jay Cran, that's what we're
Jay
gonna call him from
Crandall.
now on. Here comes Garrett. Garrett, who has a pretty significant deadlift. I've seen him in the gym.
Do you know what his PR is around?
I don't, but I have seen him moving quite a bit of weight. That was super fast and super smooth. Oh, you can see him looking for the lights. Okay.
Garrett's PR is 5:15.
Well, I think Garrett's going to blow that out of the water today.
I do too.
Nice.
Oh, it looks like we're going up in weight.
What were we just at?
I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like we're about to go to the next, another 100-pound plate on each side.
Stop Assassin said I use a rotary sander for my calluses.
Not, you know,
Sounds like a bad
That's
idea.
another clue, right?
I don't know.
As to who might own a rotary sander.
Do you do nails?
Oh, that's a good point.
Watch, what's going to happen is that we're going to be talking about Stealth Assassin, and Jan's going to know exactly who it is. Maybe it's Jan.
It's not Jan.
Jan's typing on the live.
I was going to say,
He's
Jan's out on
literally
the platform right now
screen
trying to be helpful. And we're out here poking fun at poor Jan. Jan the man.
I didn't even notice. Is Jan wearing orange chucks? I didn't even notice that.
He is. He absolutely is wearing orange chucks. Or there's some sort of orange Chuck Taylor adjacent.
Chuck Taylor tangential.
Yes.
You got a lot of SAT words today.
I do. I like to throw them in every now and then. It adds to the chaos.
Do you have words that you despise? I don't like the word supple.
See, my words that I despise are from the students that I teach. Things like skibbity and sigma, those kinds of things.
Ohio toilet.
Oh, here we have the matching shorts and shoes. And that was a super speedy lift. Yeah, my students like to say things like, it's learning the difference that Skibbity isn't the same as Skibbity, Ohio.
Isn't there a skibbity toilet?
There is a Skibbity toilet. Here comes Zach again.
Light work for Zach.
Why did Kevin comment bully?
Why did Kevin redact a message?
I'm concerned.
What's going on there, Kevin?
Yeah, Kev.
here we go.
Is he suggesting we do some bullying?
Are you saying that
this-
I'm being a bully by
is this-
saying I don't like Skibbity and Sigma? Oh, we can bully Jan into taking an attempt. Oh, I like that idea. Jan will not like that idea.
A little guest appearance.
Kevin, you know as well as we do that no shot are we going to be able to bully Jan into taking an attempt.
Very nice.
That was a beautiful pull.
Yeah, Bruno's not messing around today.
Do you guys use mouth guards?
You know, I've thought about it.
I was gonna say I was thinking about getting one.
I
As-
clench a lot
I
during
do
lifts
too.
and accessories.
And as a musician, it is always a little bit of a concern because if I like the one wrong thing with the wrong tooth, and that's like all done for me. That was a beautiful lift too.
yeah.
It would be such a jeopardizing thing because like even like when I get dental work done, I'm like sensitive enough to like the clarinet and the oboe playing stuff that I do that I can tell it's not necessarily harder or easier to play. It's different, and I think I want to look into starting it because I want to maintain being able to like gig and stuff like that for as long as I can. So I
was
have
looking at
thought
those
about it.
Is it Airwave
Yes.
ones
airway.
online?
Yeah.
I was looking at getting. I read somewhere on their Instagram that people have noticed like significant jumps in like their PRs because of like having the mouth guard in their mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, so Jack just did a really nice pull. We've got Nate up here who's probably about to make this look like the empty bar if I had to
Yeah,
guess.
what weight are we at?
We're at least at 5 something.
Wow, that was spicy.
And I know Nate said he's going to just go out there and see what he can do today. It's been a minute since he's been deadlifting.
Yeah.
He's also significantly lighter than the last time we saw him get.
Yeah, 50
Although-
pounds lighter.
That's
50
a
pounds lighter.
lot.
Last year he deadlifted 650. He's only been deadlifting for 4 weeks now because he's just getting back into the powerlifting scene.
Yes. Though I will say, from my own cut with this meet coming up, 30 pounds later, my deadlifts are flying.
Mine
does
also
help.
took off after I lost 25. It was crazy.
So
the
I think-
leverages.
Yep, I think Nate might be pleasantly surprised today.
I mean, I didn't quite drop as much as you did, but I took off like 8 to 10 that I had put on for my first meet, and all my lifts kind of.
That was
Yes,
a beautiful
Garrett.
lift for Garrett.
Amazing.
The lift is good.
I enjoy watching that he double checks to make sure that the lift is good too. I have to say, definitely in a powerlifting setting, it is always wise to do that because sometimes you might get called on a lift, you might not realize it.
Did we figure out this
Is
gentleman's
this
name?
silverback strength?
No.
Okay.
No.
Looks like them.
They do look.
We got the pass backs on the belts out here.
Oh yeah, they're passing around the belt. See, my belt like has melded to my shape a little bit. Like I'm at that sort of weird interval where I might have to start using an old belt again, but it's not shaped to my body the right way anymore. Whereas my ratchet belt is really well shaped to my how my midsection is. I don't know if I'd be able to compete using somebody else's belt.
Yeah,
Where did you
mine's-
get that ratchet belt? I saw you using that yesterday and I was very
Yeah.
intrigued.
So it's the Inzer PR belt. And I have to say, it took a few iterations of that belt to get it to where I really love it. I had a few issues with previous belts, but I am very much so in love with this belt. It is great. It has been great in terms of the weight loss because it's a ratchet, so it has like a strap, so it's very, very adjustable.
When did you start using that?
I've used that style of belt for a couple years.
Oh.
I had a different one, and it kept breaking. And I had an issue. The last time I'd had an issue with the belt, I was squatting 424 pounds, and it popped open halfway at the on the bottom. It loosened up. Thankfully, it was just enough where I could I braced really hard and was able to still reach the belt. I emailed Inzer and I tried not to be very Karen-esque about it, but I was just like, hey, if this is a flaw in the manufacturing, I think it's important to know.
It's very
It
dangerous.
could be very dangerous. And they were like, hey, send us back this belt and we'll send you our brand new model that we haven't even released yet. I've been using that belt for, I want to say 8 months or so now. I got it about February of this year, and that thing has been awesome.
I might have to look into that a little bit.
I would highly recommend it.
At my lightest weight after the cut,
Ooh, that was a beautiful lift too.
I couldn't adjust my belt because it would get too tight, but it still was not tight enough. So I was shoving towels into the
Oh,
belt.
see, that's why
for my
The makeshift
sets.
belt.
Oh, yeah.
Makeshift belt.
That's why I like the strap ratchet portion, is that it's, if like, maybe, I remember using it, and I had been sick, and so like I had lost like a little bit around my midsection.
Here you go, kid.
It
Nice
was
and light.
great.
Or if you're feeling a little bloated that day.
Oh yeah. Had some salty food the night before.
Pretzels.
Pretzels. That was a nice
Easy
lift for
work,
Zach.
easy work.
Now here's my question, because we've been yapping about belts. What weight are we at now? Is this 600?
I might have to ask somebody.
That might be a good question. Let's see if we can see.
We're at
We're at
550.
550.
Thanks, Zuki. Someone on the live chat be helping
Thank
us
you.
out.
Thank you very much, Zuki.
All right, here comes Nate taking 550.
He's gonna make this look easy.
Here comes Nate.
Let's go, Nate.
Don't worry, Zuki. I won't ask you to do kilos.
Oh my
light work.
gosh.
That
Last
was-
year he pulled 650. I think he might
pull
that.
700 this year.
Wow.
I'm
At
telling
50
you.
pounds
for it.
less, that's
It
That
is,
would be
but you know what though? The body weight, I pulled 457 this week, and it moved at like an RPE 7.5. And normally that's moving at like an RPE 9 when I was at 250 at my heaviest. Ooh, that was a beautiful lift for Jack too. And now that I'm down to like almost 220, that moving that well, I think Nate might have some new like fun leverage stuff
Yeah.
that helps him get way heavier weight up. I think we're gonna see a PR for Nate today.
yeah. It's not always about
Get up,
mass
Bruno.
moving mass.
Get up, Bruno.
Come on,
Knock it out,
Bruno.
Oh,
Yes.
there might have been a little.
Oh, let's see what
There was some leg
let's see what
movements,
they're gonna say
maybe a
about
little
that
hinge.
one, because there was some foot movement. Oh, they all right.
Ooh. I don't
I don't know.
think he got that.
Um, still moved it though.
Oh, he got that much weight from the ground up into a standing position. That in and of itself is impressive. Sometimes we miss the little technicalities on these lifts, but actually hitting those lifts is super impressive.
Who was the masochist that came up with, oh, let me just put a lot of weight on a bar and just stand up with it?
I think, you know what? I think it might have been, I think it all roots back to the Greeks.
That's all
They're
you,
both
Alex.
giving me the side eye. I happen to be Greek American. They're giving me the stink eye here.
I still can't. You'll have to
Oh,
tell
that was
me
so
Valiant
close.
effort.
how to say your last name.
It is Caloriotis.
Caloriotis.
Yep. Here comes Garrett again. So now if 515 is Garrett's PR,
Yes,
that means
515.
this is going to be a PR for him.
Wow.
So send all of those good PR vibes out to Garrett. Again,
Here we go, Garrett.
Garrett is one of the top, like he's the nicest. I would say he's the nicest person in the gym.
Yes.
He's so polite,
He might
he's
be
so
the only
kind.
person I know that always says please and thank you.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So considerate of people around him and the space that he's utilizing.
Yep. He is just a genuinely nice person.
Come on, Garrett. Get up, kid.
Let's go, Garrett!
Come on,
Garrett.
Stay with it, stay with it, Garrett.
Look at that.
Stand up. Yes!
That is massive. Look at the smile on his
Wow. He deserved that.
face. Yes. That is, so that would be what, a 35-pound PR
Yeah,
for him.
That is
That is
insane.
outstanding.
Yeah, Garrett. Nice job, Garrett.
That is, and that's, I see Garrett in the gym all the time. He is a hard worker. So that was a hard-earned PR.
Very humble.
Oh, yeah. Very humble, very
Nice
polite.
slice of humble pie.
Very much a gentleman.
Yeah, he'd definitely hold the door open.
Oh, yeah. Garrett's the type of person that if he saw you stranded on the side of the road with a dead car battery, he would pull over and help you. Like, he would help you do that. That's the kind of that's who Garrett is in his core, and that's such a remarkable thing. Oh, we're adding weight to the bar. We're going to go to 600 now, I think, right?
Nice job. Good lift.
We had to give Jared the fist bumps.
We did have to give him the fist bumps.
Such a good grind. Amazing grind. That was awesome.
Nice job, Jared. And that's why you don't give up.
Oh yeah.
We just heard him say he almost gave up.
Oh yeah. When you're that close, the only time you give up is when you start to see stars.
Yeah, you don't stop pulling.
And then and then at that point, you probably should stop pulling.
Some of our friends actually do see stars, continue to pull,
Oh,
and then,
yes.
and then pass out after.
Yeah, it's always tough to see people starting to lose consciousness and then get thrown forward by the bar.
Yep.
Yes.
All
As
right.
long as they
Oh,
come
this is
down
the
and they keep
matching
their hands
shoes
on
and this
the-
matching
hands
shorts.
on the bar, it counts.
I want the socks to match too, and I'm a little sad that they don't.
Can't win them all.
You can't. But they are outstanding socks.
Light work.
He made that look
light work.
easier than his last
yeah.
attempt, and I think it was because his setup or something with the last attempt, maybe a misgroove, but that looked easier than
Yep.
the last.
That,
I think
that went
that's.
quick.
I think he has ostriches on his socks.
I think also too he might have had a couple more people in between. I think a lot of people didn't take
Oh, yeah.
that last weight.
Here comes Zach. Now Zach's PR is up in the 650, 660 range, right? So we should still be in warm-up territory for Zach. I think he's going to make light work of this.
He's 640 is his
640, okay. So we're still in warm-up territory, but that was nice. So that means when he goes to 650, we might see a Zach PR.
I think he's got more than 650 in him.
Oh, I think so too.
Zach has passed out before, right?
Oh, Zach has, yes,
Angelini,
absolutely.
Zach,
So PR or pass out?
Oh yeah, he is PR or ER to the max.
PR or ER. Zach, if you're listening back to this, please give us a shout out and if you like that one.
Yeah. That was a beautiful one too. Now this is Connor Kisby, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yes, and
He's a high school student,
he's
am I
with
right?
Jack
Really?
coaches him.
Is he high school?
Yes.
That's incredible. His powerlifting career is going to be monumental.
We actually just saw him. We saw him in Utica.
Yep, he did. He just lifted in Utica. Here
This
comes Nate.
lift by Nate will be very telling where we're going to end.
Oh yes, I think we're about to see a very lightweight for Nate.
I think Nate's gonna surprise himself today.
Yep.
Oh my
Oh yeah, look at that.
I think
Absolutely.
Nate's gonna surprise himself today.
Yep.
He always pulls it out.
I think Nate's going to walk away with a giant PR and is going to be ecstatic about it. Here comes Jack.
Jack gives the best restaurant foodie recommendations.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If you need cheap meal recs, go to Jack.
Yep. He's another one cheering on in the gym a lot too.
Yes. Very smooth.
Ooh, that was a really nice lift for Jack. Let's see. I want to see how 650 is for Jack.
I think Jack's got that in the bag as well.
Yeah. Do we know what Jack's PR is?
Jack, what's your PR?
Oh, Jordy's just going right to the source.
Let me just
His
find out.
PR is 606.
Oh man. And 600 just looked that fast. I think we're about to see a giant
Oh, yeah.
PR.
He's going up.
Oh, come on, come on.
Stick with it, stick with it.
Just keep pushing, push those hips forward.
Yes, amazing.
That was a beautiful grind. Now I'm curious, are they going to call him on ramping for that one?
So, the deadlift PR that was posted on his lifter profile for Culnan was 595.
Oh, so I bet you.
he's made
So I
good
do know
strides.
that Jack is competing in Sincere in November. So I'm curious if he's hit a PR in the gym recently.
Right.
There's actually, I think there's quite a few. Well, a lot of the people back here who are competing in Sincere are not lifting today. There's a lot of supporters back here now. A big cheering crowd.
Which makes sense too, because when you're, this close to being
Yeah.
at your own meet, you don't want to, risk anything that might,
Yeah, that's
accidentally go awry or
Yeah, this really is. I mean, we're still
7 weeks out
7
today.
weeks out.
I'll be at the table cheering very loudly for these two ladies
Yeah.
on the sides of me.
I will be.
Make sure you come to the table and give me your attempt. You have 60 seconds, or I
Oh,
will
don't
do it
worry.
for you.
That is. I will. That's. Although I have to say, I am having Jordan Crandall as a coach is awesome because he is right on the money with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he handles it for you.
Every time that I lift, I just look at him he'll look at me, he'll be like, how was that? And I'll be like, you and I both know that it definitely looked and felt different, so I trust you. I always say, I trust you, Jordan. I trust which weight you're going to go to next.
I do the same.
And he does a really phenomenal, he absolutely is like 10 out of 10 stellar with
He's
picking.
good at making the jumps.
He does.
I let him and Nelly both do whatever. I
Yeah.
had Nelly for World Cup and Crandall for Sincere
Yeah.
last year. And
This,
I didn't give any input. I just you
Yep,
guys
I'm
tell
just
me
like,
what
I
I'm gonna
trust
do.
you.
This
Because that
next
is.
meet, I might just let Rachel pick the attempts. I don't even want
Yeah.
to know what the weight
Oh,
is.
that's-
Sometimes I think that that's better because
Oh,
then, you
yeah.
don't, then you just go out and you're like, I'm just gonna do it. I know I can do it because you don't know what's out
Yep.
there anyway.
Jordan's also really good. He'll go out. Usually it's Mike Perkins who's announcing. He'll go find Mike Perkins and he'll be like, when Alex is out there, don't talk about what weight is on the bar. Because
That's awesome.
when he sends me my attempt card, he says to me, he sets it up so that I have to scroll to see the second and third attempts so that I can choose to ignore them. Sincere this year, not even looking at the second and third attempts. I am
that's
going
smart,
into
though.
it totally blind.
That's, yeah. I've never tried that, but being such a mental lifter, like I get in my head so easily about certain lifts that I think it might be a good thing to try.
Yeah, it's
I would say send
I've
it with this
done it.
majority. I think that would be smart because then you're gonna go out there just knowing, like telling yourself, hey man, I can do this.
Yeah, it has been very. I have had a lot of success with that. Trying to think of the lifts that I failed. I know. So at States in March, I failed my last deadlift attempt. That was also because I was deadlifting right around bedtime.
Yeah,
I am a
prime
bit of an.
time was wild.
Yes, I am a bit of an old lady, and I have a very strict 9 p.m. bedtime. Not even I'm asleep and dead to the world by 9 p.m. kind of bedtime. So I'm usually in bed by 7:45, 8. And I think I started deadlifting at 6:45 or 7. And it was one of those where I was tempting fate a little bit. We did a little bit of a Hail Mary because I was trying to qualify for nationals as a super heavyweight. And didn't quite make it, but now I get to qualify
Here
for
comes
nationals
Big
as
Zach.
100 kilo.
Zach's about to take something crazy.
Oh yeah, this is.
or ER.
I think we are about to enter into PR territory here with a lot of these lifters. All right, here goes Zach. Oh, keep on pulling,
Come on,
keep
get
on
up,
pulling.
Zach, get up, get up.
Beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Now, I'm trying to remember what Zach's PR is. My phone is being a little bit of a
640,
nudge. Is it
640?
640? So that was a PR for Zach. So that was a PR for him.
That was beautiful.
That was absolutely beautiful. All right, here comes Jack. Now, this is going to be a insane PR for Jack here.
Stick with
Oh,
it.
you know, I also think too, knowing that Jack is competing in Sincere, I think probably some of the lifters here are trying to make the smart choice. To not
Didn't
super
he
tax
also
out
was
the
just
system.
recovering from a very extreme illness for
Yeah.
he had
Yeah, he had a very serious illness, and he was just away hiking out at Acadia for a while too.
Really?
He
Yep.
did say that.
I know he was sick for a long time.
Yeah. So still impressive.
Come on, Nate. Go, kid.
He's got this.
Let's go!
Oh, massive,
My God.
massive.
Oh my God.
And the lift is good.
That was 650, right? 650.
That is 650. Yep.
He's got it in the bag.
I like that. I like that stealth assassin. The primordial lift is the deadlift. That's a good call.
Big
I'm
stealth.
still going to credit it to the Greeks though, because I happen to be Greek myself.
Big and stealthy.
That was a nice lift for Connor, too. Yeah, high school student. That's wild.
I wasn't doing much of anything in high school, I'm going to be honest with you.
No, I think
This
what
was not
I
what I was
did,
doing.
I ran track and field. Well, I didn't run. I was a thrower. I threw discus for a little while, and then I was no longer allowed to because I accidentally almost took out about a dozen different people, and my coach decided for everyone's safety I shouldn't be doing that anymore.
Accidentally threw it into the wrong area.
I tripped a little. You do a little spin when you do the discus, and I lost my footing a little bit. And so instead of going out into the area, it went onto the track.
Oh my
God.
God.
Yes.
Bold move.
It was
a hurdler.
100% unintentional.
Jordy was a hurdler.
Hurdler.
I ran track and field for a modified team. I don't know who let me sign up. I
We
don't
love the
run.
modified sports.
Oh, I did try out throwing once because I did the pentathlon, so that was included. It was very difficult.
All right, so now we must be getting at 700 pounds. This must be what's going on the bar right now.
This is 650. This is 650.
Oh, this is
So we
650?
lied. That wasn't a PR yet for Zach, but he's about to take a PR.
I thought they already hit 650.
That was 625.
Oh, that was 625. So still a PR for Jack. Very close to a PR for Zach. Still impressive for Nate. Still impressive for all of them. What am I talking about? 625 is crazy.
These are smaller jumps though that they're taking now, which means we got to be getting close to narrowing down here. I was gonna say, I feel like for a PR that wasn't quite the celebration that I had in mind for Zach when he hits a PR. Usually he's a little bit more animated. All right, kid, get up.
Ooh, there we go.
For a successful 650.
All right, let's see who we have coming out next. I think we have Zach coming. Nope, that's not Zach. Maybe it is Zach. Zach's in the zone. Zach looks like he's about to run through a wall. Not just a wall, but about 5 brick walls stacked together.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to get in front of him, right?
No.
Get in front of him right now.
He's doing like his little dance over here that you could tell he's getting super
He's
in the zone.
He is in the zone.
He's ready. So now this will be a PR for Zach.
All right, Zach, here we go, kid. Stick with it. He's got Zach written all over it, kids.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a massive PR for him.
Get up.
Oh, that's all right. Not today.
It's all right, though.
You know what though? Hopefully we're all in the gym when he does hit that, because I can guarantee you that's coming to him soon.
Next week.
And it's going to be incredibly loud.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's going
This
to be
gym,
a sight.
yeah,
All right, I think Nate's up next.
looks like it.
And this will be a match for him from last.
650, I think so. I feel like his.
Oh, no,
La-
650, 650.
Yeah,
right?
last year he
650.
lifted 650.
So let's see how 650 moves for Nate. I think this is going to be very telling about where we go after this.
He's
on,
absolutely
Nate.
got it.
He is
Come on,
locked
Nate.
in.
Come on, Nate.
Stick with it, stick with it. Come on, Nate. Let's go.
Oh, not quite today. That's all right.
That's okay, though.
He was so close.
Yeah.
50 pounds body weight
Yeah.
lighter.
That is patience.
That is patience,
having
yeah.
patience. You could see him sticking with it. And it looks like Connor Tisby, I think, is coming up next.
It looks like it. And then it looks like, I don't think this is the middleweight group, I think, and then we'll
Yeah.
go on to the heavyweight
Yeah,
men.
the heavyweight men are still yet to come out.
Yep.
Looks like Nate might have ripped up his hands a little. All right, I think we might be resting on Connor here.
Oh, yeah.
Nate ripped up those hands real bad. He ripped up. Ooh.
Oh, come on, Connor. Push your hips forward. Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
Yes.
Although there was a little, it looked like
That
might
was.
have been a little bit of
I think there was a little.
ramping.
Hey, let's
Hitching in there, a little bit of hitching in there. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
my mistake, but
gotta see his hands.
All right, here we go. We got 675 on the bar now.
all right, here we go. Big lift, big lift.
Yes.
Oh, that is massive.
And he has a nice close stance.
Dang, dang. That is a big pull.
Good. That's horrible. That was the middleweight man. Middleweight.
He is our middleweight winner. And now I think they're going to do a reset on the bar, and we're going to go on to our heavyweight men.
This will be the last and final men.
And those of you out there in the live chat, if you've got any like powerlifting questions that you want to like ask us and want our opinions or viewpoints or perspectives on while they get reset, just let us know. We love to yap.
This is true.
We are 3 certified yappers.
I think
Typically, I'm not.
we really pulled Jordy out of her shell.
Yeah, a little bit.
I have to
I
say,
like
you,
that.
you'll yap. I mean, I'm like a professional certified yapper, so I can get pretty much everyone to yap with me. But you yap with me at the gym sometimes, Jordy.
It's
Yeah,
also,
from
it's
time
also,
to time.
It's also a lot easier to talk on things like this when you have people that like you know. So
Yeah.
you can kind of piggyback
Who's
off
that
what they're
standing in front of them in the camera?
saying. That's true. Is that Jan?
Is that Jan? I don't think that's Jan. I think Jan has on. I thought Jan was back here.
Everybody close your eyes on the live stream.
That might be Jan, actually. Usually Jan is very like self-aware of where the camera is.
That's a judge. I don't think Jan's.
I'm not. I
I
can't
think
tell.
He's not roughing anything.
We will eventually find out who it is. Let's see. Who do we think it is? Is it one of the spotters loaders?
Yeah, because there's Jan.
Oh no, Jan's. Yeah, so that wasn't Jan.
And he's got khakis on now. We know. It's khakis.
Yeah, Jan has on khaki pants.
Jan's wearing khakis.
We are getting ready. It looks like so. I believe the heavyweight men are starting out at 500. Let me try and do some quick bar math here. Maybe 400? I know we have a lot of powerhouses in the heavyweights men's crew. All right, let's ask Jan the man. What weight are they starting at? What weight are they starting at? So we just checked in with Jan the Man. We got 400 pounds to start on the bar. We got a handful of our heavyweight lifting men back here. Looks like they're ready and raring to start. Some familiar faces, some not quite so familiar faces. So I'm going to go look at the King of the Deadlifts page and see what some PR lifts are for some of these lifters. Let's see, still scrolling. So we got one of our lifters, Adam, has a 760-pound deadlift PR. We've got another lifter here, Carrie, who has a 611-pound PR. Ooh, we have Joshua, who is here with an 830-pound PR.
Oh, that's going to be fun to watch.
This is going to be a fun crew to watch with deadlifting. Ooh, we've got another lifter here with a to-be-determined PR.
Love that.
So that's going to be exciting to watch, too. We've got another lifter, Carmelo, here with a 563 PR. Ooh, it sounds like they're getting ready to wrangle the heavyweight men to go out onto the platform.
Oh, they're going to start with just doing the raffle first, I think.
So it looks like we have just a handful of heavyweight men lifters. So this is going to be a fun flight to watch.
It's definitely going to go fast.
Oh, yeah. I think this is going to go pretty quick, which is also going to impact some of the lifting, too, because you have that reduction in rest time for some of our lifters.
Oh, that's a good point. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you get to those, like you said, someone's deadlift PRs up in the, you said
When you're getting into the 600, 700, 800-pound range, which I suspect we'll get to today.
Could you imagine Jordan Beverly just pops out on the platform?
I
wish.
can't imagine it.
I wish. Not going to happen, but I wish.
Now, would Jordan Beverly be in this group of lifters, or would he have been in the middleweight group?
He's a 90, isn't he? I think he would have been in the middleweight.
I'm not sure. Oh, they're calling. You know what they're doing?
doing
It just
raffle.
occurred to me. They're
The
calling
raffle.
out raffle winners. There are some, and I saw some of those gift baskets here when I was here last night. Some of them are nice.
They're nice. They're really nice. I love the raffle. I did the raffle. I think I always, when I competed, I did the raffle every year I competed. I don't think I've ever won, but those baskets are always made with such love.
Oh yeah, a raffle is definitely fun. Now, is that Jan out there calling out the raffle winners? Because that sounds like Jan.
Yes. Big Jan on the mic.
Meanwhile, back here where Gabby and I, and soon to be Jordy as she makes her way back, you can kind of see all the buzzing and excitement for this last flight of lifters to come on out.
So number 2 is for
Welcome back, Jordy.
Thank you. Will you guys hate me if I warm up my lunch? It is before you say anything, it is
She's gonna
tuna.
say that. Oh,
I'm so sorry.
I don't care what you eat.
I won't smell it from here if you warm it up, unless it's the microwave back here.
No, the microwave is still up front, but
So those of you who are wondering and you're like, what is there a microwave about? One of the really awesome things that Matt has done at ABC Irons is he knows a lot of us are like coming either leaving right from lifting to go to work or coming right from work to lift, and that sometimes we need a little snacky snack. And so he put a little mini fridge here for us to use and a microwave. But I believe we were told not to
Are
microwave
you
fish.
serious?
I just don't.
This is discrimination.
I'm gonna be so honest with you. There's a sign on both microwaves at my job that is it like it's bright orange, like the shirts that we're currently seeing, and it says no microwaving fish. And
I
also
had to do what I had to do. You know?
I mean, I'm not going to stop you, Jordy. I'll be
like
totally
fish.
honest. But somebody else might.
All the spectators might. We won't back here. But
What if I microwave it and then like bring it outside real fast?
If somebody asks who microwaved fish, I might tell them it was you. I wouldn't. I actually wouldn't. I would pretend I had no idea.
Maybe I'll go ask Matt if I could microwave my fish.
I would ask.
Yeah, I can't hurt to ask.
I would ruin a charity event.
This is one where I would more ask for permission than forgiveness. Usually I'm an ask for forgiveness kind of gal, but
I ruin a charity event by microwaving
Yeah,
tuna
but just in
fish.
case you're in the Capital District and you're like, I want to kind of jump into a new gym setting. ABC Iron and ABC Fitness in general is an awesome place to work out.
great community of people.
Oh, great community of people. ABC Iron is essentially like an adult playground for powerlifters.
Yes.
That's a fact.
You know, my concern when we were opening up ABC Iron is that so many people got into powerlifting from the main building because the powerlifters and everybody else were kind of all in one space.
Yes.
And so giving us our own space kind of creates a little bit of a disconnect, but that's why we put on events like this
Oh yeah.
to try to, raise money for a good cause and recruit people who might have a little bit of interest.
Again, we rotate back to the gentle bullying.
Gentle bullying. If you thought about powerlifting, do it.
They got snacks here too.
Oh yeah.
And we got snacks.
Oh yeah. There's that. The vending machine fridge is like pretty rocked out with good stuff.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to get the ghost sour strips in there.
Oh.
They're gonna put the sour strips in them.
The new energy drink flavor.
I thought you meant
You're
like
not about it?
No, I wanted like the actual strips.
Oh.
I feel like that would. I feel like Matt would probably make a good amount of money if he got not the trick or treat size candies, but like a slightly larger you can buy
It's like snack bag of Sour Patch Kids. Would be
Yeah,
perfect
yeah, like-
when you're struggling for that last lift. And
You
you
know,
yeah.
I'm going to be so honest. I
Here we go.
never liked the idea of people eating during a lift because I thought it was just kind of silly. But then my nutrition coach gave me intra-workout carbs in the form of Sour Patch Kids.
God's
So
gift.
I became
Yep,
the
that's a
very
gift.
thing that I hated.
That's
I love this turnaround.
Yep, that is my favorite sweet thing. I'll always have it at meats, and it's one of my new favorite things at meats is I'm a big Trader Joe's girly. The sour swimmers from Trader Joe's.
Yes,
they are
the Scandinavian
delicious.
swimmers.
Yes.
You have no idea the amount of passion I hold in my body for Scandinavian swimmers.
They
I'm
are
ready
so
to
good.
Try those. That sounds pretty good.
They are so good.
I'm just thinking. I think Ken left a bag of Sour Patch watermelons in the
Yes,
fridge.
I saw that yesterday. I was thinking about stealing them.
Ken, if you're
Not that
out
I would
there-
never do that.
I would, yeah. We would think about it, but never steal it.
Yeah, I definitely looked for a few seconds longer than I should have.
Look at Jordan being so honest with us.
He definitely gave me permission to take some. So I just
Whose were they?
they're Ken's.
I will say the nice thing too about the community is that as much as Jordan is saying she would love to steal some of those snacks, we are very honest because over the summer when I would lift in the morning, I would bring my protein shake to have right after lifting, and I left it in the fridge more often than I remember to actually take it with me to drink, and it was always there the next day
Yeah.
when I came in.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that get left behind. They all end up at the front desk. The amount of tripods
Oh yeah.
that are still just waiting to be
So many
claimed.
communal tripods.
Oh yeah. That is one thing. If you do leave your tripod here, it will inevitably become a communal tripod.
Yeah, the amount of times I've left my belt and then I get a message or a DM on Instagram, hey, is this your belt? Yes,
yep.
it is.
Oh my goodness, there's dogs. Wait, we need to bring the dogs back here so I can pet them.
Yes, agreed.
Is that what's
they are.
happening? Oh my God, that's what's happening. Oh no, bring them back here. Oh my goodness.
We need dog chairs.
They would be the best guest commentators.
If they're just sniffing them.
Yep. It
Sniffing
would be
the
like, I don't know if
microphone a
anybody else
little
ever sees on the TikToks where they have
bit. The
like,
mini microphone.
and the dogs always like start licking them. That's my favorite.
Doggy ASMR.
It is my absolute favorite.
I think we're going to get back
All right.
into the heavyweight men. This is going to be
Yeah.
our last round.
And
Looks like it should
Jan
go
just
pretty
said he's
quick.
ready to rock and roll, so I think we're gonna start kicking things off.
How many heavyweight lifters do we have?
I think like somewhere between 4 and 6.
Yeah, there's not very many. This is going to be
Yeah,
like
this is a smaller
rocket power,
group.
rocket fast. We're gonna-
So it'll go very quickly.
Look at Destiny with that stack of tickets. She really wanted to win one of those raffles.
Can you blame her? Oh, they were
I
so
don't blame her.
nice.
No, they were some really good looking baskets up there. And that's Jan said we're starting this off with 400 pounds, which I think is just going to be some warm up time for most of these guys lifting.
I'm really curious to see where we go from here.
Oh,
How many
I
jumps they're gonna want to
can
take.
already feel that we are about to see. We will at least see 800 pounds go on that bar.
Especially
I can
because
feel it.
there's so few of them. Like,
Oh yeah.
this is gonna get crazy really fast.
All right. It looks like our first lifter is on his way out. See, here's what I also appreciate back here with this. Like I said it before, I'll say it again. Everyone is lining up so nicely. It appeals to the teacher in me.
It is nice. It is nice to have order.
Ooh, that was super speedy.
Yeah, that was fast. Oh, I noticed he has sleeves on.
He does. He has sleeves and socks, and I like the socks. I like the shorts.
Curious about the sleeves.
I like the whole fit.
All right, things are about
Here
to
we
get
go.
wild.
I think we're about to see all these guys make light work of this bar.
I believe this is Carmelo.
I believe so too. Ooh, super speedy.
And I know he's been working hard. I've been seeing his videos from ABC.
Oh yeah, I see him here working out a lot too. He's usually here around the same time in the afternoon that I am.
Oh, okay. So it's mid-afternoon, like 3. Oh,
Super speedy.
I packed 2 meals, guys. I chose the alternative to the tuna, so you're welcome.
Look at Jordy making the,
I can
conscientious choice.
I can smell her bagel and I want it.
Oh, now we've got a hungry Gabby.
All I've had today is a protein shake. Like, I'm really struggling right now. Usually I have a bag of pretzels with me.
As I say, usually there's a snack floating around, and there's no snack. Ooh,
Maybe
that
the
was
sour
super fast
watermelon
too.
are still in the fridge.
And no shoes.
Might have to go check out that fridge real fast.
Uh-oh.
I'm a little hungry.
Whoever those Sour Patch watermelon are, Gabby might be stealing some.
Sorry,
If that
Gab.
bag is lighter the next time you grab it, we know who did it.
It was your girl, Gab. Oh, light work.
That was like,
I think he pulled.
he's in the 700
Yeah,
somewhere. I remember that.
think he was down to like the last 2 last.
Yeah. His
Yeah, I
PR
think he
is,
attempted 8 something.
I think he did as well.
yeah, his PR was up in the 7th.
Ah, this is who I thought it was earlier.
Silverback strength.
Silverback string.
Yep, his PR was in the 8s.
Wow.
I offered him pretzels one day too. He didn't take any, but I offered.
I will almost always accept a pretzel offer. You blink and you miss it.
What the heck was that?
You blink and you miss it.
He was like, please, this is puny weight.
All right, I think that was everybody.
All right, they're gonna go up 450.
450.
Consensus is 450. Only one of us back here has food. That's it.
And
You
it's
guys
not
didn't
me,
come
and it's
prepared.
not Gabby.
And we literally didn't come.
I did not come prepared. It's been,
There's
although
always snacks
I
here.
may not be prepared, but I had a very productive morning. I got up, I did laundry, I went to the grocery store.
Cannot
Oh,
What
yeah.
time did you get up?
So I
5.
typically, my body typically wakes
you?
me up around 5 a.m. And it's because I have to get up that early to go to work because I have a commute. I have about a 45-minute commute in the morning. So I just kind of let it happen on the weekend sometimes. And I normally, sometimes, I shouldn't say normally, sometimes I can fall back asleep once I get up at 5, and I was going to try and do that and try and lay in bed until about 6:30ish. Didn't happen, so I got up, did some laundry, went to the grocery store. I'm dog sitting tonight, so I went to go check in, say hi to the family, and say hi to the animals before coming over here. See, what I was actually expecting to have to do this morning was I was not expecting to be that efficient in my lifting yesterday, and I was expecting to have to finish my accessories this morning.
That's fair.
But
That's
I
fair.
can apparently be very efficient when I just don't yap the whole time I'm
And
here.
also, when you have like a time limit, like you gotta get stuff done. If
Yeah.
you get it done, you find a way to get it done.
All right, we're on to 450 now.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna keep a tally. Let's see
Oh, yeah.
how many guys we got.
I think it's 5. That's another super speedy lift. It's either 5 or 6.
I think they're all gonna probably take all these jumps too
Oh, yeah.
to do together.
You know what I'm curious about? If Stealth Assassin is still with us.
I know,
He's
it's
a
been
little
very
in the
quiet
chat.
in the chat.
Guess we'll see.
We'll find out. That was a super speedy lift. Here we go. That was a super speed. We are about to see some very super speedy lifting here. I can feel it. I can sense it. I think it's going to I think we're going to be close to 700 before we start seeing, or at least into the 6s before we start seeing that bar slow down.
Or people even start to fall off.
I think we got quite a bit of time before that happens. That was a nice lift too. And the no shoes nonetheless.
I wonder though if anyone's going to skip. You know what I mean, like that, to just to not waste any energy.
I was wondering that too, but I think they're sticking to 50-pound jumps here.
I know Silverback Strength said he's gonna wait for 5.
That's smart. I think that everybody else is waiting. I think we're about to go to 5.
I think we're gonna go up to 5. Yep, and there they are.
That's a smart thing to do. Although I will say that's one of the things that I very intentionally train larger jumps in my training, in particular for deadlift. No. That was Jan walking by the table to deposit some national stickers for Gabby and myself.
I love stickers. I have 2 stickers from every league.
I
They end up
also
in
love
the
stickers.
trash can.
No, I love stickers. I'm convinced I never grew out of that. I have my cup that I usually bring everywhere with me, which is currently sitting in my car because I totally forgot to bring it out of the
With
car.
your
That also
Celsius.
happens a lot. Which is covered, and at this point in time, it's pretty much all powerlifting stickers.
I have mine in like a cup at home, like in a jar. I just don't have any place that like I wanna stick all of that. Like I don't know what I wanna
But
do.
see, now we have 2 of these stickers, so I can stick one on the cup and have one as a backup.
Did you guys collect anything as a kid? Because stickers, I collected stickers in a little notebook for a while. I think that's why I hate stickers
Oh,
now.
that'll do it.
Rocks maybe.
All right, we're at 500 pounds now, and we're making light work of that. You know, one of the other things I like watching with different lifters is their belt placement.
Oh yeah, that's you know whose belt placement always gets me, and I know why he does it, but
Is it Josh? Yep.
Yes. I
I
asked him about it one day. He truly said it's just preference for his body, and I was so interested by that.
Yeah, it's. Ooh, it just got very quiet in here,
yeah, I
like
thought-
eerily quiet. All right, let's see how we do here.
like we're Carmelo, I think.
I think so too. Oh yeah.
Nice and easy.
Oh yeah.
I do believe everybody's gonna take 5. I think that was the consensus.
Yes. I'm wondering if we see Adam and Josh don't take 550 because they both have PRs in the 7s and 800 range.
Yeah, I think,
So
I wonder if they'll take.
that was beautiful.
They'll probably take. Well,
I'm curious if they wait
That
for
would be
600.
That would be a jump.
It would be another 100-pound jump. I think we're about to see this bar go fast. He's got sleeves on too. Oh no, are there socks? Never
Those are
mind.
socks.
I
I will
am.
probably ask that man after this meet why he has recent.
Oh, they are sleeves.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if perhaps
Just for
they
the
are in
shins?
lieu of the socks,
Oh, good point. Good point.
because they're a little bit cushier than the socks too. I feel like if like you're somebody who's really good at keeping the bar really close to your legs.
Yeah, you'll be ripping your shins up.
Yeah.
My shins are atrocious.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
all bruised up. Wow. I think
Fast.
100-pound jump is no problem for him,
Yeah.
honestly. That was something.
All right, are we about to go to 550? Or do we have one more lifter? Oh, I think we have one more lifter.
They're going 550. Wow, this is going to cruise. I feel like
Oh no,
this-
we're going on to 550.
Yep, 550. And I think this is going to go, I think men's heavyweight is going to be done by like 115.
Oh, I think we're going to be super speedy. Look at that bar. Look at the bend on that bar.
Wow. It's also noticeably like quite cleared out back here. From
Oh
where-
yes,
where
there
it
is.
was.
There's quite a few less people.
Hanging out back here with us.
Yes. It's not quite as chaotic as it was.
Hopefully all the chaos moved to the stands to show support for these last lifters.
This is where you want to be out front, really. I mean, everybody,
yeah.
everybody, of course, but like these are the lifts where, you know, the bars like.
You want to be watching this from the
Wow.
front. All right, here we go, starting off 550. Ooh, there we go. It took a little second there at the lockout, but that was otherwise a pretty smooth looking lift.
And it's hard because we can't see the lights, but
Oh yeah, that's
I do believe that one I heard good lift on that.
yes, I believe so too. But there's some ammonia happening back here too. I can see it.
The boys are getting ready.
And here comes Carmelo.
Oh, and he's hooked too. I didn't even notice he was pulling hook.
I did not know that either. Yeah, that was super
Right, not a
speedy.
problem. Not a problem.
That was super speedy.
And this is what 5.
Here we go. Let's see how we do with 550 here.
He doesn't even have any, no baby
Ooh.
powder, no nothing.
There we go. He seems really happy with that lift. That's something we love to see.
That looked good. That looked like a great lift.
Oh, that was like an awesome lift. Every time Sean Culnan walks out, I keep expecting him to just walk up to that bar and rip it right off the ground.
Right? Like, it's your turn, sled shot.
Yep.
I know Kevin had mentioned he wanted a tandem pull, like maybe a
Oh,
little
Jan.
Sean and Jan.
Sean and Jan tandem pull. That's a great idea.
That should be a new.
I was gonna say, that would be a great fundraiser thing.
Honestly, Kevin, why
Is
don't you text
like,
them?
could you imagine Sean and Jan doing a deadlift off?
Or even like a tandem pull together. They could probably pull something
Oh
stupid.
gosh, yeah. There we go.
That was a nice one. Life is good.
That would be a great way to fundraise, like do like a little extra money for a fundraiser is pay $1. You get to guess how much the two of them can pull together.
I would pay several dollars
I
to
would.
do that,
I
actually.
would also. I think that would be. You know what? I'm gonna give that idea to Jan, and you know, if I see Sean around in the gym, I'm gonna give him that idea too.
That'd
We
be
have a
fun.
lot of ideas that we're coming away with here today.
Oh, yeah.
The turkey brawl.
We should take note of like. all the
I'm not
ideas
letting
that
go
we
of the
had.
turkey brawl.
Doesn't that sound like so much fun?
I think I asked them why they stopped doing it. I can't remember the reason that Jan gave for why they don't do that here anymore. But
I
so
think-
I was like, oh, I wanted to do that.
I I think even if like just as like a small meet, the turkey brawl would just be fun.
Or
Like
just
even
to
if
do-
it was unsanctioned.
or
We
even
could do
just
a
to-
mock one in
Yeah.
the gym.
Or even just to do for
Oh.
fun, like because we come and lift on Thanksgiving morning sometimes. Like I know last year we did.
Oh, so you have to do it like the Tuesday night or something beforehand because I go out to see my family in Pennsylvania.
Oh, we can't do it without
Oh,
you, so we would
yeah.
definitely
Oh,
work it
yeah.
out.
Listen, Jan, we're gonna help plan this for you, and you're gonna help us achieve this dream of the turkey brawl again. So
It's gonna be
get
good.
ready, Jan. Get ready.
When you watch this back, Jan.
When you watch this back, please know that there's planning happening.
Oh, somebody asked us what the turkey brawl is.
It was a meet format that they did. The meet was called the Turkey Brawl. It was Thanksgiving maybe 3-4 years ago, where instead of single lifters doing squat, bench, and deadlift, it was a team of 3 people that you chose, and one person squatted, one person benched, and one person deadlifted.
And then you win as a team.
I love that idea so much. I think we're at 600 pounds now. I'm not 100% sure. I'm typically not 100% sure about most things, but I do think we are at the 600-pound point.
Hunter. Hunter.
Hunter!
I see that.
Hunter!
We're gonna say 600 because that's what we're thinking.
We're trying to get the attention of one of the coaches back here, but he's yapping.
6. We're at 6.
We're at 6. And you wouldn't have guessed it based on how fast that moved. That still looked like a bar.
That moved at like a 6.
That was like an RPE 4.
Apparently we're at 600.
Yes.
And we're moving those like RPE 4s.
Yeah. And I
thought
think
we
we're
were
about to
above
see
600.
another very speedy lift.
Oh yeah, he's gonna rip this right off the ground. He was pulling close to 6 for reps a couple weeks ago.
Yep. Oh, yes.
Watching him squat in the gym is a scary time because
It's
there's just so many
exhilarating.
plates.
It's
So many plates
exhilarating.
involved.
He almost hit backwards. That's how fast he moved that.
I wonder if we're gonna see when the weight starts to get a little bit heavier for these men if there's a back spot for them.
Here we got Carmelo headed out. I think we got 2 more lifters to pull at 600. Carmelo's getting ready.
Mellow feeds off the crowd, ladies and gentlemen. Feeds off the crowd. He's got power. He's got strength.
Here he goes, getting set up with the hook grip. This is gonna be a big pull for him.
Oh yeah. Finish it out, lock it out.
Push those hips forward. Push them forward. Oh,
Dang. That was a nice try though.
no. That was an awesome try.
Talk
That's
about
one of those
grinding.
kinds of tries where he's gonna have that next time.
Yeah. That was a nice grind.
Oh no, maybe we don't have 2 more lifters. We're going on to,
I'm gonna assume 650. The jumps for the men I believe are in
I think they're
place.
50. I wouldn't be shocked though, because is it just Adam and Joshua left? I wouldn't be shocked if they jumped to 700. Look at the bend in that bar. That bar is fighting for its life. Oh no, they were just fixing the bar. We got one more attempt at 650. I think they were just putting the plates back on. Sometimes the plates get a little loose. Ooh, that was so
The
close.
shaking your legs. I know that feeling all too well.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I get that on bench.
that's even scarier on bench because you're
That's I have questions. I don't ever have that actually now as I say that I know I think the past like 2 or 3 weeks the consistent commentary on my bench from my coach has been working on leg drive. So that might be it.
Yeah, that's what it comes from. The bench twerking is
Yep.
like
is all the
Although
drive.
I have encountered I have realized that I'm a little cautious on my leg drive now because I have encountered that for the first time, I think in my entire powerlifting career, my butt has been coming off the bench a little bit sometimes. And that's a new thing, and now I'm trying to figure out how to not make that be a thing because
Do you think that has to do with the cut?
I do. I think it has to do, I think what I inevitably think has happened is that one of 2 things has happened. I think, or a combo of the two. I think one, my butt has gotten smaller, or two, I think I can get deeper into my arch now when I bench, and I'm not quite. I don't think I have the right foot placement for how much more bend I have in my arch right now. I think it's one of those two things. I'm leaning towards the second because I have noticed a significant increase in my bench arch.
Ladies, we're going up to 700 pounds.
We are. That's what. Because I think it's just Joshua and Adam left. I think we're ready for a good old-fashioned deadlift off.
Wow, this is going to be a great showdown.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a showdown for the ages. I also think we're going to see
ages?
PRs.
What was that?
I think we're going to see some PRs.
I hope so.
I'm super.
Adam has to pull 8 something.
Oh yeah, Joshua's PR is 8:30. I remember that. And Adam's is 7. It's in the high 7s. It's high 7 something. 775, I think.
And then that deadlift bar gives you some poundage.
Yep, that whip gives you a little bit more room for lifting. All right, who's
I don't
going
know
out
if you
first?
guys noticed, Adam did injure himself. His knee's bleeding a little bit. He got scraped
Oh
up
no.
on his last attempt.
That's sometimes that happens with the bars.
Yeah,
That's why you'll find in the powerlifting meets and stuff like this, they're such sticklers about the knee-high socks. Is that a big part of it is the body contact with the bar. They're trying to reduce like the scraping and the injuries and the scratches and stuff like that can come with the bars that have like the really good fresh knurling on them.
I did love a nice roll, honestly. All right, here we go. Nice
Here
big
we go, Adam.
700 pull.
I think he's going to make light work of this. There's also pretty much no one left back here because they're out front watching this.
It's literally just
This is
us.
going to be epic.
The speed.
It's just us.
This is going to be epic.
Okay. And here we go. Is Battle Buddy up next? Taking the same.
Dueling deadlifts.
I like it when it gets down to like them taking the same,
Oh yeah.
and it's just the two of them going back and forth.
I think Josh is about to make light work of this. He's smiling. He knows. He's got this.
There goes the slack.
Yep.
Wow.
Again, he almost tipped backwards. That's how fast he just moved it. I think we're about to see 750 go on that bar, I bet.
That's insane. All right, I'm gonna listen to
Is that what's about to happen? Are we about to see 750? Sean's talking to the both of them. Heck, they might both just jump right up to 800. Did we hear what they're
that.
doing?
And I didn't catch the number. Sean had his back to me.
Oh, Mike Perkins just at 750.
Shout out to my friend Jazz. She just texted me. She let me know she's watching the live stream. Hey, Jazz.
Hey, Jazz. Guess what, Jazz? You're all of our friends now.
Yeah, we're bringing you into this.
Welcome.
You're going to lift with us in the turkey brawl.
We're gonna have to make up a 4th lift.
We'll sub
That's
in
all right.
now.
She can sub in.
Shoulder
I'll
press?
take the openers. And
Ooh.
then that's it. And then you guys can take the rest out.
Oh, she could be our handler.
Yes,
Yes.
Jazz, you are our handler for the turkey brawl meet that we're gonna do somehow.
Jess said,
sometime.
yay, like new friends.
There's so much bend in the bar that they have to like pick it up to put the plates on it. Like that, the deadlift jack is doing zero helpful things right now to that bar.
That's crazy.
No, I didn't even have a deadlift jack yesterday at Vent. I was struggling to put the weight on myself.
Oh, that's like when I lift at Best Fitness. I'm like getting real creative with the little 2.5 plates to try and get up there. Although,
I asked somebody, I was like, you guys have a deadlift jack? They were like, what's that?
oh yeah, I always recommend it to like the people who like, because I see the people who are like the managers there. I'm like, listen, it's not that huge of an expenditure, and it's not really hard to break or ruin. Like a deadlift jack would be a great addition to the gym.
Even just one, just give us one. That and, like, please sell the liquid chocolate.
Yep. Sell the chalk would be huge.
I know that.
It's for sale up there.
So
No,
I would have bought some yesterday and put it in my bag, but the last time I could have sworn Vet used to sell liquid chalk, so I like didn't think anything of it, and then I got there it was my downfall for not lifting.
Yeah. See, my big thing is, so I'll lift at Best Fitness sometimes. And I will have to say, I love ABC. I also do like Best Fitness quite a bit, especially their classes. They have some really great coaches there who do some really awesome classes. They are sometimes, not all the time, they are very strict about the chalk use.
We got a third question. Same question. What's the turkey brawl? Last time, the turkey brawl is, instead of individual meets, you form a team. You form a team of 3 people. 1 person squats, 1 person benches, and 1 person deadlifts, and you win as a team. Or lose as a
Stealth
team.
Assassin, are you talking about that water bottle that turns into a deadlift jack? Is that what that is? Because I've seen that pop up sometimes. They make a water bottle that has it's like a little divot in the lid that you can put like the barbell end or like put on the barbell to
How
be able
heavy
to
is
put
that?
plates
How
on.
sturdy is that water?
That was always my question. Like I'm not trying to sound super arrogant, but I do I'm usually when I'm deadlifting, we're dealing with numbers in the 3s and the 4s.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot going on for a water bottle, I think.
I'm also very spectacular about leaving things places they don't belong.
Okay, so what is it then?
Yes, tell us more, Stealth Assassin, because I'm actually now very curious about this.
Sounding a little
'Cause I do-
sassy there, Stealth Assassin.
I mean, let's be honest, Stealth Assassin has sounded sassy this whole entire time. I'm actually a little suspicious. Stealth Assassin, are you one of my students? Are you one of my middle schoolers?
Hasn't hit us with the new lingo yet, though.
No, there's been no skibbity sigma.
Riz. No cap.
Riz is the other one that kills me. They call me the Rizzler sometimes. I'm like, no.
No cap.
They haven't this year. Last year was a little bit.
I have not said a single nice thing about you.
I shouted you out on Instagram, Silverback Strength.
I said I tried to share my principles. Did not speak it. R.I.P.
We're going to give another huge shout out to Silverback Strength.
I really can't wait to see what he pulls in this final pull.
I think we are about to see an absolutely bananas deadlift off right here. Now I'm curious, because I know, so in an actual powerlifting meet, if there's a really small flight, you have to account for the lack of people in the flight, and you have to add a certain number of minutes per person lacking. So I'm wondering if they've done that here as well to make it really mimic the powerlifting meet. If it's, I think it's 6 minutes.
I know towards the end, can't speak for the heavyweight women, because I don't remember what they did for that one, but I know towards, for the end of the heavyweight men, the last one I watched, they did give them, 5-6 minutes in between pulls, if they both successfully.
Yeah, that sounds about, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I should know as a referee in USAPL, I should know, but I'm pretty sure that it's 6 minutes when it's down to this low of a number. Right. Adam's coming out first. Here comes Adam, about to pull. Wait, 650? 750.
No, I think 7 or just 700.
I thought I heard him. No, I think it's 750.
I think it might also be 750.
I think we're there.
Somebody on the live stream, if
Help
you know
us
what
out.
weight we're at.
Somebody who paid better attention than we did.
Yeah, sorry.
Ooh, that was a nice lift.
I am curious to see.
Smooth.
I am curious to see what else he has left in the tank after that.
Yes, that definitely looked like we were approaching RPE 10. But you know,
Yes, that was up there.
the tricky thing about deadlifting is sometimes.
750, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Zuki. I think one of the tricky things about deadlifting is sometimes you'll find yourself a pull looks really tough, and then you just get a better leverage that next time, and that pull moves that much better.
That's true. I've been
Like
there.
deadlifting is such a leverage-centric lift in terms of powerlifting that that little tweak could make all the difference.
That's true. That's so true.
Jordan Crandall's back, staring off into something only he can see.
With his
He
bright
literally-
blue eyes.
He can't
can't
see.
hear
He
us.
can't hear us, which is even better. Has no idea what we're talking about.
He's just looking on in confusion, knowing that we're saying something.
He is. He
He's
knows
zoned
we're
out right
talking,
now.
but he's zoning out.
Guys, this
He's
might be
doing
the
a-
winning pull.
This
by the
might
way.
be.
Well, no, because that last pull was
If
successful.
Adam can't move forward.
I think that
He
we
can.
got
He
one
can
more
go up,
lift to watch.
but they both had a successful.
No, yeah, I'm saying if Adam can't make 8, or wherever they go, 775 or 800, then that would be his silverback
curious to
strength.
see. I
That
think
would be the winning pull.
He'll still
we got to
get
eavesdrop on.
silverbacks.
We
Oh,
gotta
you're right. You
eavesdrop
would
on
still
the
have to
meeting.
do that.
Seal gets a pull.
Oh,
Another
God, it
one,
looks like
and
this
then
is about
if
to
he
fall.
wants to pull something heavier.
Oh, that curtain better not
if
fall. I
he-
already knocked it over once yesterday.
If he successfully pulls the next one and his opponent does it, then if he wants to go up, he can also go up.
All right. Did we hear what they said in the mini meeting? We're trying to eavesdrop on the mini meeting happening about where we go next in weight.
I think 775.
Are we going to 775? Is that what's happening? Did Jordan Crandall hear? I don't think he did.
I think they're going to 8.
Ooh, are we going to 800? That poor bar. Jordan Crandall's going to find out for us.
I don't know. It looks like they're not putting on enough weight for it to be 8.
No, I don't think so. I think 775 might be. Jay Cran's going to give us the update.
Seven
775. This, by the way, everyone, is an absolutely massive amount of weight to be moving. That deadlift jack is not doing a single thing at this point in time. There is so
That's a
much
useless
weight
jack.
on the end of that bar that the plates are just staying on the ground. That's another thing too is to think about. Here's one of my thoughts that probably should stay an inside thought. How strong that bar is to have 300 plus pounds on either side of it and to not just totally snap.
I was just thinking about that myself.
Can we just look at how much space is left on the end of
There's
the bar?
there's no space left on that bar.
First, as we all know, we kind of look at the t-shirts, we are
There's
celebrating
Jan.
the opening of Amazing Tires and all the great community and that how built and we have a very bright, uplifting future for the powerlifting community as you can see today. And without Matt making that happen, where's his mother Mary? She was very helpful with everything with my wife too. So let's give a big thank you to Matt, the whole
I don't know if you guys can properly hear, just Sean Culnan sending out some thank yous, especially to Matt Doheny for allowing this charity event to take place at the new
Yeah.
ABC Iron location.
Being able to do events like this is absolutely incredible because it's, again, you've heard us talk about it a million times already today. The powerlifting community is such a tight-knit community. To be able to take the time to give back in some way, shape, or form and to do something that is significant outreach to other parts of our own community in terms of our capital district community is huge.
Yeah, especially this sort of a
And again,
event
this is
directly impacting.
directly impacting kids. Again, I teach for a living, and that's such a massive thing to see and experience as a teacher.
Dorio,
That is such a fun fact, Stealth Assassin.
That is. Stealth Assassin, you are full of fun powerlifting facts.
How
and
do
I
they
still want to
fit?
know who you are.
How would they possibly fit 2,000 pounds on the bar? I don't even think that 2,000 pounds worth would fit on the bar.
I had to get so close to the computer to read that.
I'm actually, hold on, now I'm going into my little appy app on my phone.
You want to see how many reds that is?
Yep. Yes, I do. Do I still have, oh, there it is. I was about to be like, I have not used this app in a very long time.
My life depends on that app.
My app says too many plates.
Yeah, you gotta edit the settings, edit the inventory, and add more reds.
I'm gonna up it to 40 reds. Let's see how we do now. It's still too many plates. So let's do. That is a lot of plates
We don't
because
have
that's
enough
at
plates
least
to-
20 plates on each
We
side.
don't have enough plates.
Oh, I think we just got a shout. Meanwhile, we're here trying to do goofy math in terms of the barbell, and we
have
just
no
totally
idea
got
what you're
shouted out.
talking
We're like, how many plates can we fit on the end of a barbell?
So nice.
So thank you for the shout out. We appreciate it.
And we're not
Again.
getting invited back.
Listen,
our
if
last time
there's a
on the
pair of headphones and a microphone and you need a yapper, I'm there. I definitely just sort of wandered back here and put on the headphones and sat at the microphone.
Yeah, I don't think this was my assigned job today.
Yeah, I think for the most part, all three of us were like, yeah, we can yap for a couple hours. Jordan just made a face at me, so maybe not Jordan.
Well, the OG group was, the original plan was a little different for the day.
Oh, yes.
For the live stream, we're waiting on these pullers, these last two, to go for 775.
Yes. That is what's loaded
775 pounds.
on the bar. I think we're about to see some pretty impressive lifting here. Just got very quiet. Jan's on the computer, so I wonder if that has something to do with it. He might be picking the next song. 770 or 775? Who has the microphone? That's definitely not Mike Perkins. Is it?
I think so.
I feel like somebody who's not Mike Perkins has the microphone.
Either
Oh,
way,
now it sounds like Mike Perkins again. Okay.
extremely impressive.
Maybe it's my busted ear. My previously busted, now just kind of slightly busted ear. All right, send all those good vibes right out there. Right out there. Oh, not quite for today.
That's okay though. That was huge.
That was
But
a
to
it
lift
came off the ground.
775 pounds off of the ground.
That in and of itself is absolutely bananas.
And with how far it went too, like you know
Yeah.
that's coming for him.
I noticed, Alex, you use a lot of food expletives. Bananas, holy guacamole.
Yes, a lot. So food expletives are they fixing the bar or are they adding weight for Josh? Again,
you
that
they're
bar, look
fixing
at that jack. It's doing zero helpful things right now.
What?
Oh, I think they're adding weight for him.
He wants to go out with a bang. He's confident.
I think he's gonna take 8.
I wouldn't be shocked.
That's what it's looking like.
So I do
You're
use a
right,
lot of
Gab.
food expletives because our favorite expletives are not only not classroom friendly, but they're typically not. I like to avoid them in larger settings.
I don't think I've ever heard you swear.
I am. You've left me speechless with that one, because I have a very extensive and colorful vocabulary.
I have heard it.
Really? What?
I am shocked.
Me too.
I swear, when I tell you, so the first week of school for me is always the hardest because I have to not casually just drop F-bombs because that's not appropriate in school anymore. And like I have to be very conscious of making sure I'm like swapping out. That's where the food expletives come from. It's like I make sure instead of being like, that's
800.
I could make a beep sound for you if you.
yes. Well, I think we should, instead of, I'm still reeling that you've never heard me swear.
Me too. Swear more. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know if that's something that
No, I
should be
shouldn't-
encouraged.
Yeah, I shouldn't encourage that.
Stealth Assassin says holy cupcakes. I'm going to try that.
Mother muffins.
Mother muffins.
Any more? I would love to hear them. I think I need to be inspired to
Yeah.
swear a
Tell
little
us your
less.
creative non-swear swear words.
We got 800 on the bar right now.
Yep, 800.
Wow,
Here we go.
let's go.
I can feel it in my bones. He's about to make light work of
Oh
this
yeah,
bar.
it's gonna look
Wave it at the camera.
stupid.
Yep.
Here we go, kid. Make light work of this.
And the best part are all these people coming out to just cheer him on while he goes. I hope you're all screaming at home because we're all going to be screaming here.
Let's go. Here we go, kid.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
I think he had it. I think it
gripped.
just slipped.
The grip.
It's okay though. That was awesome.
That
was
moves
so
fast, but
freaking
sometimes
awesome.
that grip just gives up. All right, and friends, that is the end of the event, I believe. Is
That means Adam is our heavyweight
oh,
king of the deadlift.
because it's done by body weight.
I believe so. That's what Jay Cran just said. Adam.
So
is
now,
the-
Jay Cran, are we all done?
I believe so.
I think so too. So all our friends, new and old, shout out to Stealth Assassin. We're still going to find out who you are. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for listening to us talk about deadlifting and just yap in general. And if you're around tomorrow morning, tune in for the Culnan Classic. I will not be yapping to you guys. I will be yapping to the audience as the MC.
That's so
Huge
exciting.
shout out to our lifters today as well. And I'm going to let Jan take over because he knows how to turn it off and I don't. Thanks again for watching, everyone.
Yeah, everyone have a great rest of your day. God bless.